hello there. I thought I started streaming like 3 minutes ago, and turns out I didn't hit the go button. So I was just sitting here thinking to myself, where is everybody? Oh yeah, maybe I should go live. Good play, Brian. Good play. Word. Mr. Badpoor, what's going on? How's it going? Dr. Tolbert's here. What's up, Tolbert? What's up, Gary? What's up, Jerry? How you doing? Yeah, it started about, I started streaming, I thought, about 5 minutes ago. I forgot I had turned on an OBS. I was doing some testing, and I didn't want it to accidentally go live. And so I said, hey, prompt me before we go live. I'm like, all right, cool. And so I clicked on the button, and it prompted me, and I didn't do anything. I just kept moving like it was normal. What's up, Kid Trout? What's up? Foiled by my own good plans. Return to Zork. Why, I hardly even played Zork. I don't remember much about Zork. I played it once or twice. The text action game, right? Welcome in. Oh, hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good Sunday, the day after Valentine's Day, the 15th. We're back for some more full motion February. This time, we're returning to the Zork Town, playing this on our Mr. FPGA. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Did it have mouse support? I don't know. I don't see where it's moving around. It does not appear to be giving me the options for mousy goodness. But, you know, I really feel like I need to put down here instead of my X handle, which I don't get a lot of response on. Change that over to probably the blue sky, where we have a lot of interaction, right? A lot of interaction over there. Mm-hmm. Travis, what's up? You love to return to Zork. I never played it. I never really played much of the original. Also, Puppet Kitten Trout had the bug, so I installed the Unreal Tournament 2004. Excited. TV Travis said all the Zork games, but this was actually my first. Then I went back to the older ones. I think I've played a few minutes of this before, but I can't remember much about it. I guess we'll see, won't we? I guess we'll just might as well just dead blasted see. Boom. Think about that. Follow me at Brian Dunaway on bluesky.social. Rock and roll. And I think I like it. Travis says, want some rye? Of course you do. Finishing up show prep stuff for tonight as well. Oh, very good, TV Travis. Very good. I actually did we do a monthly host episode or producer's episode for our film sack, and it was my turn this month, and I did one on twins in the movies. I think Scott will be posting that to our patrons probably in the next day or so. Oh, you just finished this to the Lord of the Ring episode? Very good. Yeah, we pre-recorded that one. I mean, that one happened live. That was a good one. Round table. A good old round table. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Got my Sega Dreamcast shirt on tonight. Because why not? Because why not? Because I don't have a DOS shirt Why don't I have a DOS shirt? I don't know. All right. Tonight we're playing this on our Mr. FPGA. Wait a second. Let me see if I can... Did that change over? It did. My coffee, but there's the Mr. FPGA. Doing Mr. FPGA stuff. The little black box that could and did. Had a great local 8-bit computer club on Friday. That was fun. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, go back and do that. Before Tank Girl, what is going on, my friend? Excited about loading up that cassette myself. Let me do more of that. Zoe is here. What's up, Zoe? What is up, my friends? Heidi ho, neighbor. Oh, it is a night for, what, the 800th episode of The Simpsons. Tonight on The Simpsons channel. If you're still watching. It was good. Nice little round table about Lord of the Rings for Film Sack. I did get a chance to go. Watch the was it 25-year release Fathom events that they did. That was pretty cool. Had an introduction by Peter Jackson. Got a chance to talk about that a little bit. Went and saw it at what we used to call the IMAX theater up in Simpsonville. Yes, thank you before Tank Girl. Had fun doing that one. That one was good. I got a new producers after the episode. If you got the Film Sack Patreon, got a new one coming out about twins. All right, I'm curious here. All right, okay, I'm seeing something here. All right, so this would have been. Let's get our feet under us here. We're playing Return to Zork, aka Return to Zork, an epic adventure in the great underground empire. Yes. It's a DOS game. Let's look at the specs here. Well, we got some specs over here. We got some specs here. Houdini 7 Air Zorky. All right, let's bring you along for the ride, of course. Come along for the ride. Let's take a look at Moby Games. Take a look at Moby Games and see what they have to say about Return to the Zorkenheimer. Why is it not coming up? Did I do something wrong? Did I do something to offend you, Captain Zork? I wonder if it needs to be at the top. I wonder why it's not at the top. Oh, I know why. I don't know why. Okay. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose our music. Boink, boink, boink. There we go. Released for the DOS, FM Towns, Macintosh, PC 98, PC, FX, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and the Windows, according to Moby Games. Oh, I'm at 90%. Let's get biggin'. Listen, biggin'. Even the smallest person needs to be embiggened in celebration of the Simpsons 800 episode. Zork, you pal. Mr. Badpour says, yeah, when did it switch from text only? Apparently went from text only to full motion video. In the year of our Lord, what year is this? Overview. 1993 on DOS. Or Macintosh. Or FM Towns. And Sega Saturn apparently in 96. Okay. 2011 saw a Windows release. Also got on the PlayStation. Wild. I did not know that. Things I did not know, that would be the ones. Is it Zork if it has graphics? That's right, it's supposed to be the theater of the mind, but not this time around. The race says, what, you're not starting with the original Zork? What, you're not starting with the original Zork? And working your way through all of them? Come on. What am I? Authentic? This says that it supports, input devices support optional keyboard and mouse or analog stick. One player requires 500 kilobytes. Okay, that's fine. I wonder why my mouse support is not happening. Oh, love it. What's the point of the game to support 10 Girl? Great question. Avian says Brian is creating the angry mob in chat. All right. Oh, you get something. Check your Discord. Post in the general. All right, let's take a look and see what Houdini7 has in the Discord. Under general? All right. Oh, nice. I'm digging this. Yeah, let's check this out. Let's check this out. Houdini7 is loving life. Loving the life. Let's see, where is it at? Wink. Did it pop up? Why are you having so much trouble here, Mr. Oh, did it go back up at top of it? No, it didn't. Alright, wonder why it's, that's that. That's that. That's that. And, oh, still not showing up. Okay. Well, alright then. Let's undo it and do it again. We'll see what happens now. No, there it goes. Finally. There I am, and there's Houdini7's official Infocom Zork. Return to Zork. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Houdini. Oh, hi, Avian. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Now, it says we can use the mouse, but I'm using keyboard. And boy, it's kind of slow to start off. Look, we got music down there. We got our ABCs. What's this setting? 0 of 225. We got text, music, effects, walkthrough, return to the C drive. Let's see what we got up here. A restart. Let's just do a restart first. How do we do that? Huh. Not taking my input. Input. I said take the input, dadgummit. What's your expectation here, Mr. Computer? What key are you expecting exactly for me to push? For you to, engage? Like I said, that seems to be working. But not anything else. Is it on the numpad? But I wouldn't think so. That doesn't seem to be working either. Interesting. Okay. Amen says, opening my mind like Quato in Quaid on some... Oh, I just picked up a Total Recall DVD too, by the way. Like some special edition. Found it at the place. Avian says, I did not realize that would be automated. No, I didn't see what it did, Avian. Keyboard only for point and click is less than optimal. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. Or if I hit the escape button, it does that. That's not going to do me any good. Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to do some configuring. But why, Brian? You're just going to run a 386? That's what you do. Oh, that's right. Listen to that. Got a nice little DOS left over on our audio. Hey, would it even be a DOS game if we didn't have to at least try to figure stuff out? Alright. It does say, according to this, we can use an analog joystick. Do I have any joysticks plugged into this thing? I don't think I do, but I do have the dongle. And what dongle would that have been attached to, I wonder? Wonder what controller I would have had hooked into that. Unsure. Even says, Brian, I was finding it funny that I was getting wound up that there were graphic-based Zork games. That's right. Brian has made me realize I could be triggered by weird things. Graphics in my Zork games. What the what? No, oh, you use some no swear words? That's fine. I understand. They were impassioned words, right? All right, look, I'm looking, and it says the cute mouse is installed. Do we have Windows in here? I don't have Windows 3.1 in here, so there you go. Before Tanker says, I allowed your comment. And with great power comes great responsibility. All right, it looks like we have a mouse installed, the cute mouse driver, right? All right, and I'm not seeing any RTZ CD. Let's get this. Let's get our README on. Let's get our README on. Read.me. Let's read what it says. Return to Zork. This is CD-ROM version 1.2. Hey, how you enjoying this Windows DOS edit screen? You enjoying that blue? This was written in, or at least released in 9/29/94. That's a lot of nines. This file contains additional information which may not be in the printed Return to Zork CD-ROM documentation. It is a DOS blue. It's also the screen that you would eventually, also the blue screen of death. It is that very specific blue. To print this file on your printer, type copy readme and then send it to your print. Because files are devices, just like on Unix. All company or product names or trademarks or registered trademarks, blah, blah, blah. We got some product demos too here. Oh, there's an included demo of MechWarrior 2, The Clans. All right, once you've installed, you can see that I don't want to know about the MechWarrior. Okay, okay, installing under 386 Max. Oh, if the 386 Max memory manager is active, the installer may run very slowly. Well, you might want to disable that. Before running install. Running under QUM, do not use UMB option in the DOS line and config. Oh, so I think we actually did. Dan Anderton, what is up, my friend? Ron Trinitron, what's going on? It's going to take you back. Got that blue going on. Call the phone number. We got to call the phone number, don't we? Let's do it. Let's do it for Tank Girl. Got to use our Dr. DOS. For Tank Girl, we will definitely bury you in the DOS blue. Okay. Okay, so change. Okay, so added. Okay, we got to. Oh man, we got to get into our config here. Do not use UMB option in the DOS equals line and config sys. Change load high to load high whenever it occurs in RTZ bat. We shouldn't have touched that though. Adding the RHN option to the QUAM, the memory manager line and config sys may prevent memory problems while playing the game. Interesting. Let's kind of keep those in mind. Additional made CD command line switches, move video buffers into XMS or EMS memory. Good Lord. Using this is highly recommended as it reduces the amount of conventional memory. Jeebus. Got to do a CD speed test? Jeez, man. Jeez, come on. Well, we can test our CD, though. What do you think it's running at? The response speed, report speed is below 150 kilobytes. Opening movie soundtrack selection. Ad-lib users. Gold users. Advance. Disk compression. Customer service information. All right, so that's list of files. I'm not seeing anything specifically about the mouse, because everything else seems to be working okay. But not the mouse drivers. Sound driver, music driver, sound. I'm once again not seeing anything about a mouse driver. Is it perhaps the version we're using? Was the original 1.2? Did it not come with was that a later add-on, or does Moby Games just simply have it wrong? TV Travis says, this is why I played the DOSBox version. I think maybe from Good Old Games. Yeah, I have that one, and we'll be rolling over that one if we can't, with a few deft moves, to get to where we need to be. So TV Travis says it definitely had mouse support from the beginning. Not a single reference to the mouse though. Yeah, the Wraith, absolutely. Good Old Games do a lot of work to make old games easier to run on modern PCs. Yeah, look like a mouse interface. It really is, because I don't mind using the arrow keys to roll around. It's fine, but it wasn't giving me any. The problem was it wasn't giving me any clickable things, and I probably could add a joystick, but we're gonna try to avoid that. The way I look at Play Retro is that we are here for the jank. That's right, Avian. That's how I look at it too, because I need to. There's a couple of steps to this process. The first step is, was it just super easy to play back in the day? Because I need to know what we were thinking. All right, like, all right, let's see. C drive would be D. Let's see. 1820 kilobytes per second. That looks pretty fast. What they say the limit was on that? It got to be over a certain amount. What did it say? Read me. Read.me. And let's take a look at that RTZ file too. Right, Avian? The time spent to get the game to run was almost the same amount of time playing the stupid thing. So if the reported speed is below 150, we had way over 150, so that's good. Of course, I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but I was just curious. I was curious. Let's look at this, not the mech, the RTZ. .bat. The RTZ BAT. CD to that directory. It says load high drivers. Now, didn't they say to load HI? Directory null. Made CD. That gets into there. And it does like we're using the, it says drivers are adlib, right? But it also says we're using the Sound Blaster 16, so maybe it's doing, is that M for music maybe? And then the other is probably for voice. Amy says, you know, I think I would remember my Fortran if there were some awesome games that could be run off of it. And now the chat's going to prove you wrong, right? That's what you do. All right. Let's try it again. Let's just see rtz.bat, see if we missed something. Well, I should have, did anybody catch what it said on there? Anybody? I wish I had, you know what? I bet I have some mouse driver test support. Let's watch this intro regardless, and then we'll move on from there. You are standing by a White House. This is throwback. Behind house. You are standing behind the White House. In the corner, a small window, which is slightly ajar. I thought it was a window. All right, we're getting a little video of how he used to play it. Go Southwest. Yeah, you guys get the music? Oh my god. Such good music too. West of house. You are standing in a field west of a White House with a boarded front door. There's a small mailbox here. Well, by all means. What's in it? Open mailbox. You got mail.
Ah, the sweepstakes winner. I've been looking forward to... No! No!
I love it. It's time to return to Zork. Tolbert says hit the mailbox with the bat. No, do you? Yeah, this music is great. Art direction. Michelleum. That's right, Avian. If you're going to have some music, sound of music, you must have actors chewing the scenery. All right, we're on a cliffside now. Audio engineer. Valley of the Vultures. Ooh, well then. Peter Sprague. Cast in order of appearance. This is rocking your little speaker. Will McAllister. Howard Mann. Names that are coming by way too fast. Cliff. The Cliff gets to speak. Holy Woman, Tree Spirit, Bowman, Fairy, Dwarven General, Orc Leader. Benay's Birds and Animals. All right, so we got a little deal here. We got a little deal. Ron Trinitron to subscribe for 3 months. Thank you, Ron. Welcome in. Yeah, this was 33 years ago. All right. Phase 1 of 1. What's up, my friend? How's it going? We had a good time on Friday, didn't we? Got that hype train going. Look at that. We're having a good time on Friday talking about our local 8-bit computer club. Wait.
Hey, I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery.
What's it going to do with the new battery? We moved forward phase. We move forward a little bit. We'll be revisiting our computer clubs on Friday nights. Their 8-bit computer club. Do give Phase 101 a follow. I'll give a shout out very shortly. But in the meantime, unless before Tank Girl is modding tonight and feels like doing it. Yeah, Grandpa is stuck in the globe. Avian says, Brian, is that you? Yes, it's me from the future. Houdini7 says, wow, this brings back so many memories. So we've jumped forward from our 8-bit computer exploration. And by the way, I got to dig in a little deeper to my Atari 800 over the weekend as well. Can't wait to talk about that this next week, and how that applies to our ongoing project for the next year. But in the meantime, we're going to be back doing some Play Retro Gaming. And this week and this month is Full Motion Video February. So trying to figure out Zork on DOS. This is a 386 emulated machine. We are doing this on our Mr. FPGA. Little black box right over here. Next to my dirty cup of coffee. You dirty cup of coffee. Look at that. But I'm trying to figure out why my mouse here, which is hooked up to the Mr. It also looks like it needs to be. Geez, is everything dirty in my office? I was cleaning up over the weekend. I moved a bunch of stuff around, so who knows? R2Z is on sale on Steam. Very good. Return to Zork. What is it priced at on over there? Because last time I did it. Thank you for it, Tank Girl. Yeah, so if you're enjoying that 8-bit computer development stuff, go get Phase 1 of 1 a little follow. Slips Tolbert at 20. All right. Boink. Full video games. Are we going to get Star Wars Rebel Assault? I don't know. I wasn't sure what was going to do in week 2, and I believe Discordia and a few others had recommended Return to Zork. So there you go. So that's what we're looking at. Oh, look at this. Well, for a second there, it stayed as a Zork disc, right? Now I am moving this around with my keyboard, and according to Moby Games, this is supposed to have mouse support, and I do have mouse drivers loaded into DOS. But you know what? The bat file was doing a couple of things, trying to make its own memory management. I wonder if we need to put something in there for that. And I'm not going to worry too much about it. I may revisit it, but if I can't get to where I need to be here in the next couple of minutes, we'll just pop over to the Good Old Games version. But my real concern is I don't have any trouble moving around because I'm just using my arrow keys, right? A little clumsy, but not the end of the world. Problem is that I don't seem to have any action button, hey, I'm over this thing, hey, why don't you give me a little action? Look at that. The home button does that. So I've clicked on just about everything I can think of. Let's see, let's make sure it's not something weird like the windows or from the windows to the walls. All right. I'm trying all my controls and stuff. You know what, though? I do have the programmable A and B buttons on this machine. But I wonder if... let's look at these buttons here. Right, left, down, up. Button 1. Oh, it doesn't like that. I wonder why. It's not doing anything at all on the button 1. However, that's usually an action button on this keyboard. So see, you got these two buttons here, A and B on these. Who makes this? 8-bit do. And you're supposed to be able to boop boop boop. But I'm not seeing where that's functioning. There's something else I'm supposed to do. I don't think so. That's what I would think, Travis. It would be enter or the control button, and those are my two go-tos, right? And that didn't work. And oh, that's all it took. So it just said, oh wait, I hit enter though, didn't I? And that's how you finish. Okay. Left, down, up. Button 1, button 2. I'm just gonna there. All right, let's just see what that does. All right, that moves there. Okay. So obviously it's not a button thing. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, that shouldn't matter. Konami code. It's the Konami code. The Wraith. Yeah, I definitely need an OG mouse. I mean, we're using this guy here, which is got the vibes of, but it's not really right. All right. And I know this mouse works in other things that I've done. Right? Let's just make sure there's nothing here. And I'm missing... you know what? I have had some weird stuff with the TSS fix, but can't recall. None. 2 buttons, 4 buttons. I don't think that matters. All right. And as such, I'll hit the escape button 100 times and it gets nothing. All right, then. I thought I did that earlier and it worked for me, but maybe not. All right. Wait. I thought for a second it clicked, but nope, didn't. All right. Hey, we gave it a try. We gave it the old college try. And we'll just reset this thing here and we'll get that 1 note. Also, it said to... Let's just do the conventional memory only. Maybe there's a problem with that. We'll give it just 1 more. But see, there's my cute mouse right there. Oh, very cute mouse. Very cute. Aren't there some... Yeah, let's go into the mouse directory and confirm our mouse is even working, right? Oh, it's a C panel. What is that? Mouse, pointer, point. What is C panel? Requires MS mouse. Oh, interesting. Okay. And if we type in, look, there's a README exe. That's interesting. README.exe. Executable for the README. Oh, it's got its own little reader. Isn't that cool? Oh, this is the actual Microsoft mouse, but that's not the one we're running. Okay, so that's not right. That's not right. Let's see if there's a cute mouse. It seems like that should be nope. All right, then fine. We'll just go look at the config file. What do you think about that? I think that's a great idea, Brian. Let's just see exactly what we got going on in here. It's not here, so it must be in our auto exec bat, which is fine. I'm not sure at what level it needed to be. Always start your config, because I think that one's auto exec. .bat. Ugh. Consider I am odd. Is there an obtuse mouse? Yes. All right, we got a sound blaster. Got that. Let's see. Oh, we rimmed out our other mouse. Interesting. So wait. All right, but then we're loading high our CT mouse. We got an ad break going on. Poor Tank Girl. All right. What if we tried using the Windows mouse driver and rimmed out the cute mouse? Very cute. Because obviously we've done something at some point trying that. Let's just see what happens. Always fun to hear that last note played again. Play it again. Yarp. What does that say? We did have a little different notification there. Copyright mouse driver installed. All right, so let's just see what the crap happens. If this works, we'll let the people who watch the ads, we'll let them know afterwards, right? What's that second message? I see some kind of second message, and I'm just not quite able to catch it. Sound driver unloaded. Well, it didn't like that, did it? It must have been because we loaded high. Maybe it's because we loaded high on that one before. Or is it because we moved the memory map around? A quick, easy way is just to go and do the default memory mapping, which I'm trying to remember which one. Did it say the EMM or extended? Which one did it say? What do we do for descent? We must have done something fancy there too. Without digging in too deep. All right. RTZ. Return to Zork CD. And then we're going to do a RTZ. I bet we could test that mecha, but it let us know. .bat. Nope. .bat. Oh, I missed it. I did say something about memory. It did say something about memory in that second message. I was staring intently. And I didn't see what it said. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. Okay. There's that. I love how kind of Harry Potterish. It's kind of like Harry Potter, like, you know, also it could be the mouse could be working, but there could be a poll rate somewhere that is making it not work right. I mean, it could be many things that could be causing a problem that might even not be that related. Now I hit the space bar and it skipped right into the game and skipped the video. So the space bar does do something, but it doesn't do anything for selecting. And I thought maybe just by chance, by clicking on the button on the mouse, that might be something, but no such luck. All right, that's fine. You know what? I've wasted enough of my time doing that, so we're going to go do the good old games version. That's right, we're going to get good old games on our regular Windows 11 machine. And before the end of the week, we will hop back over to the Mister and get this loaded up proper in DOS. As painful as it is, and it could be the version I have as well. We'll have to take a look. Boink, boink. All right. Take a look. It's in a book. It's a reading rainbow. But while I do that, you guys can continue to watch that screen over on the Zork side, right? Let's see if I can add it up right. Nope, that one's backwards. All right. I believe let's do that. I think that will give you guys that view and then give me the view I need. That way I can load up the good old games version while we sit and stare at the vulture. Zork off. Big old Zork off. I am curious though. Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Hit the wrong button. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to go look at the Steam version. Return to Zorktown. Return to Zorktown. Link. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good Sunday, Monday, wherever in the world you are. TV Sharp says, oh, you know what? Steam is where I have it. You just remembered. Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one. I know I have it on one of these. But I'm going to go take a look. Right now, I can save 35% off on Return to Zork. Tweep is here, but lurking. Lurk Master. Lurk Master Tweep. $3.89 on the Steam. But lots of times, as I've said in the past, if I have an option, I will try to get the good old games version, even if it is a few more dollars, because lots of times they will have added bonuses and stuff. And lots of times the Steam version is just a carryover from the good old games, and sometimes it's not the most recent one, and so it may have issues. So you may save a couple of dollars, but you may spend it in your time Ooh, love it. First pixel. All right, return to Zork. All right, let's take a look here. What do we get for our entertainment here? We get 189 megabytes of game that will run on Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11. Game features, cloud saves, single player, and it does come with a manual, and that appears to be all. So is it worth it? Oh, I could also, they got a bundle. You can buy all the games in this series for $19.96, or for $6 you can buy it the other way. Okay. Well then, we'll just see about that then. Is it compatible on Steam Deck? Barely, but that's actually a good point. Huh. Now, if I could play this on Steam Deck, I could play more of it in bed at night. Oh, the bonuses and the minuses to Zork. What is the climate trail, and how come that is related? Don't know. All right, you know what? We always go with the good old games, but the manual alone is not compelling me enough, as much as me trying to figure out if this will also work on my Steam Deck. So you know what I'm going to do this time around? We're going to go the Steam version. We may end up buying both. Who knows? Avian says, CDs, what about the floppy disk? Oh, wait. That is the OG. That's right. This is because it's full motion video. Usually with those, you would have your CDs. Now, the text adventures, of course, floppy all the way. Floppy all the way. One friend has returned to Zork on their wish list. Is Velvet Lip. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get it. Maybe they'll get it. Who knows? Good old games on Linux would be ideal, says Wraith. That's a good point. That's a good point. I can fax you my CD, says Houdini7. Oh, could you please? Could you please fax me the CDs, sir? All right. Let's pop back over to... I'll bring you guys into the fold. I'm about to launch this. Good old games. I'm sorry. I'm about to launch Return to Zork here on the machine. Now, one thing I need to do is I am using a mouse without borders. I don't want that to confuse the situation, so I'm gonna get rid of that. All right, so we're gonna launch it. Look at that. It's got the original artwork right there. Let's try it. It's gonna launch in DOSBox. It should be the full screen version, right? Let's see what happens. Here it comes. A little off center. A little off center. I've seen that happen before with DOSBox. I'm trying to remember what happened though and why it did it. Probably due to full screen windowed mode, if I had to guess. You are standing by a White House. So the same thing as before. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to click on that, but we did. Looks very similar to the other. Interesting. Okay. Running way too fast. That's running way too fast.
Hey, I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery.
Not running ideally, right? Not running ideally here. With the speed. Let's take a look at a few things and we'll get started regardless. You notice how fast that was wrong. That came in way too fast. All right, let's get some retro effects on here too so we can feel all fancy smancy. All right, let's see. Is that about what I'm seeing? Yeah, that gives you guys about what I'm seeing there. Okay. Spooky. Spooky dooky. All right, as you can tell, mouse works now. It needs more Cheeto dust. Yeah, that needs more Cheeto dust. Agreed. Are these achievements of some sort? 0 of 225. Got our music, our text, our sound. Okay. Walkthroughs. Effects. What is that? Oh, we can turn the effects off. What effects did we have? Okay. Turn that off. Load, save. Travis confirms. Yes, the 0 of 225 is the points in the game. Quit, return to Zork. Okay, so when we solve puzzles, all right. Mountain Pass. Now, I see a little grippy hand. But I can't do anything with that. All right, let's see what the sign says. That's what you got to do first, right? When you show up to someplace, you got to look at that. Valley of the Vultures. Population keeps going down. Keeps going down. And here's a oh, we got some point and click stuff. Pull out a bonding plant. Look at it. A living bonding plant. All right, let's take it. The vulture attacks you and wounds you. Well, screw you, vulture. We're gonna shout at it. We're gonna shout at it. All right. I yelled at it. Some things are happening. I don't know what that means. All right, I yelled at it. I'm gonna try to take the bonding plant again. Oh, it attacks me again. I've been wounded. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. Get out of here. All right, that's not gonna happen. All right. Oh.
This used to be called the Valley of the Sparrows. It's had a name change recently.
That was it. All right. Look here, the Wizard of Oz is kind of weird. All right. Okay, look here. I right-clicked. I can use the teleorb, use photo, use map, use tape recorder, use the camera, pick up the knife, or use matches. Let's get this knife. You're now carrying the knife. Oh, now we can choose to do all kinds of stuff. We can throw a knife at the vulture. We can show knife to the vulture. You know what? I'm going to show him the knife first. Is some of the screen not on stream? GraphTark says. So it kind of feels like that, but maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. But I think it's because of the way it's rendering. But I mean, if there's much on the left-hand side, you're not missing much. I mean, it's mostly just on the left-hand side. Yeah, the leftmost 10 to 15 lines. Yeah, oh, it might have looked that way. Did that look cooked off? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, it's all on there. I was going to take a look at that next. Let's show him the knife. I love Avian says, Brian shows knife to the vulture. Vulture shows Brian gun. All right. Oh, my. Oh, my gosh. I love it. 3 pecks and you're out. Nice. So apparently trying to grab. I made 3 mistakes. And I am out. So let's see if we can figure out exactly what's going on with our DOS box here. All right, let's see. Let's close this out. So usually what you have to do, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. All right. So usually what you have to do is you get to go here. If you're playing a DOS box game on Steam, and you're like, oh, where is the stuffins at? Well, you can always just go to your properties or manage, and you can browse your local files. That's how I usually do it. And this is what I usually do lots of times is if I get it, they may or may not, according to how things are stacked. So lots of times I can actually just take some of these games into, into another emulator or something more period appropriate. And I can just take those files right in there and find out what's going on. But as far as DOSBox goes, usually there's DOSBox and there's usually a config file somewhere. And it could be this one right here, most likely. And we just open that in Notepad. And usually some of the first things you'll see are this, right? Some of these, how it's going to be displayed. Full resolution original, Windows resolution. And if you're unsure, lots of times if you read up here, we're going to be using the SDL video driver, right? Okay, and so this kind of tells you what you're going to be looking at, right? It's going to be like, hey, you want to do this, you want to do that, you got to do this, priority, wait on error. All right, so let's go down here and look to see what it's expecting. Says our machine is a Super VGA S3. Captures is capture. And memory size is 16. Let's see what we have here. Machine. Here's some other different possibilities. Usually SVGA S3 is fine. We could use some lower colors. If you want to use fewer colors, you could knock it down to the Hercules, CGA, Tandy, PC Junior. If it'll handle it. EGA, usually it will. Usually it goes down, but not always up. Or if it goes up, it just doesn't display everything. Okay, and so if we directory where things like wave, MIDI screenshots get captured, okay, so we can, okay, so it looks like a folder in the root of this called capture is where that stuff goes. Memory size, frame skip, aspect, okay. Do aspect correction if your output method doesn't support scaling. Scalar normal to X. This may be where it's having trouble to where it's lining up. Scan 2x. Does this add scan lines? Windows resolution original. Let's see. Overlay surface open, blah, blah, blah. Read, read, read. Read, read, read. Priority. They don't put all the stuff. Okay, here we go. Scale the window to this size. Hardware scaling. Windows resolution. Original. Output surface is not. Okay. Interesting. So Windows resolution equals original, but full resolution also equals original or fixed. So we could use for full screen. What resolution? Oh, that's just the Windows. Okay. Oh, I got you. I got you. One's the full resolution, which we're in because it says true full screen. And we said original or fixed size. Do we just give it the number? Like, if we said, I don't know, what's a good size for a 386? How about, I mean, that's probably too large, but 640 by 480. Let's just try that. Output, overlay. See, you thought we'd just go over here and just load it up, and this would be a lot easier, right, GraphTark? What video system to use for output? Overlay, OpenGL. We could use direct draw as well. What is overlay? Let's make 2 changes, but no more than that because I won't be able to remember. It was running at 320 earlier. That sounds about right. I think you're right. I think that's what it did say when we did that. All right, close that. Make sure that you close the game before you start making changes, because usually when you exit DOSBox, it saves whatever configuration was running, right? So if you are doing that, let's see. Can we just launch it from here? That way we'll just skip the launcher completely. No, it doesn't like it likes that. Must be, we could type it out probably until it used that configuration, but it's probably not running anything since it, okay, that makes sense. All right. I guess we'll trust what the Sierra launcher is doing. Let's take a look here. We made 2 changes. Scan lines still on? Yeah, I left my scan lines on in my thing. Good point. I think that's better. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's better. And I'm gonna leave the scan lines on in OBS because we did not choose one that does that. Yeah, I think that is gonna be more. Yeah, that's where we want it. The Valley of the Vultures.
Hey, I've been talking a long time.
Hey, dude.
I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery.
This guy needs a new battery. Fork Tech Girl says, this time when you run through, why don't you stab first? All right, let's confirm. Look at there. The menu goes to the edge for me, and it goes to the edge for you. You are now carrying the knife, and we're gonna do stabby, strike vulture with the knife. Let's do it. The vulture attacks you and wounds you. Okay, so we attacked him, but that didn't work. TV Travis is saying throw a rock at him. So we do have the option for grabbing a rock. Let's see what we got here. Put rock in inventory. And we're going to now throw... Oh, I don't want to throw the... I didn't mean to throw the knife. I was trying... No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't throw the orb. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, let's grab the rock this time. You are now carrying the rock. And let's see. We can examine rock. We can show rock to the vulture. We can throw rock at the vulture. All right, here we go. Oh, he didn't like that. Though the vulture did fly away, but we had attack. I think he still got us on the way out the dough, right? I think he still got us. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're learning. We're learning. All right. We got the bonding plant. There you go. Oh, so it would say he wounded me? Well, what was the number 2? In parens. In parens. What was that all about? Let's pick up the matches. Let's burn it down. What do you say? I think we should burn it down. How do we get out of this? Okay, zoom out. Oh, I got 2 points. Okay, that makes sense. Let's take a look over here. If we go, and you are correct. Look at that. Jerry says you got 2 points, and the doctor is in and right. It will be in parens. Okay, so TV Travis confirms that's what happens. Very good. Return to Zork. We did our first thing. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm not 100% convinced that this is the proper aspect ratio, but it's playable at this point. We'll look for accuracy later. High five. And I threw... I did throw my knife away. I have a feeling that's going to be a problem. So I kind of want to, before I get too far, I think I want to take that back. I think I want to take that back. So I think we should maybe restart. Yeah, Graftark can confirm. You're going to regret that decision later. Please do restart. Here we go. Proper this time. Proper. Let's get it started. We got everything going right now. Yeah, third time's a charm. The art of adventure. TV Travis says, plus you might want to dig up the bonding plant instead of pulling it out, you brute. You brute. You don't know me. All right, you kind of know me. Little homage to the OG. Dun, dun, dun. Bum. It does kind of a Danny Elfman thing, doesn't it?
Ah, the sweepstakes winner. I've been looking forward to... No! No!
No! No! Forte Girl says, no overacting detected. No overacting detected at all. All right, so there we go. All right, let's try not to make as many mistakes. Love this music. I still think that's fast. I still feel like that's fast.
Hey! Hey! I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery!
Don't we all, brother? Don't we all? Shh. Take a look around. Got effects, walkthroughs. What is? Does that mean it's on or off? I'm assuming it's on by default. All right. We decided that it was going to pick up a rock. We're going to pick up the rock. Can we kick the rock? I like that. I like the little kick the rock icon. I like that. Ron Trent says he needs to join the Radio Shack Battery of the Month Club. Oh God, you know what? Maybe that's what I talk about this week on the Play Retro Show. Maybe some Radio Shack crap. Stupid batteries always trying to... That was their whole thing. It should have been called Battery Shack. They were always trying to sell me a battery. Put a rock in the inventory. You can just pick up the rock. You are now carrying the rock. Now I can just throw the rock at this guy and not put him in inventory at all. Just the most efficient method possible is just to pick that up. I got 2 points. I got 2 points for that. All right. Now this time we got a bonding plant. We have a let's click on it and see our options. Now last time you said Travis said you should what, like dig it up versus pulling it out. All right, so I'm assuming that I will need some type of inventory item, so I could maybe use my knife. Use your knife. Use the tele-orb. Use your camera. Oh, we should maybe take a picture of it. Nothing photo... Oh. Nothing photogenic here. You just hurt that plant's feelings. How was the weekend before Tank Girl? How is the gra going? How is the gras? Would have been a nice photo. I think so too. You are now carrying the knife. Okay, so now I can use the knife to pull out the bonding plant. I can throw the knife. I can look at it. I can dig it up. Very good. Or continue. Or examine the knife. Or cut. Bonding plant. Man, just right out of the gate, they're giving you options that have real impact. Let's dig it up, though. You are now carrying the bonding plant. We got 1 point. And if you go up to the top, it allows you to zoom out. Oh, okay. So if you go at the top here, it gives us our zoom out. And also, it looks like kind of like some of our old operating systems. Was it BOS that had that where you had to, like, if you wanted to get out of a screen, you would have to go, you would just go to the bottom right or left, or is that like hotspots on OSs and stuff? I can't remember. It's like there was something I used to, it seemed like there's some OS I used to use that was what you had to do. You had to, like, you would go to the corner and then it would go, and it would just fly out like a little shortcut thing. All right. We go here, we can save. Dr. Tolbert confirms Windows had the corners hotspots. I know Windows did too. That's right. But I think there was one that I used to use a long time ago that had it first. But Windows definitely had the hotspot. Was that Windows? I kind of forgot they even had that. Was that Windows 8 that they did that on, where they were trying all the what do they call those things? The jewels, the what they call the little sidebar thing. It wasn't widgets. It was like the gems. What do they call it? Was it 98? You think, or XP? What was that thing that they had? They called it something. Charms. That's it. TV's Travis. Windows 8 used those charms. Talbert says that was the first time you remember corners. Yeah, I don't remember it being that far back, but I do remember it on one of the OSs. So that's interesting. I'll have to go back and look to see if I can see that corner action. Also, we got some got an answer from for Tank Girl about the Gras. Had a great time at the parade Wednesday. My parents were in town. Yes, I went to see my nephew play lacrosse. Was my first time, and it's a weird game. Yeah, terribly violent. Yes, I love it. I don't love that it's violent, but I do enjoy going to see a sport. Did an ad just start? Really? Did an ad just really start? I'm so over the ads. I don't know what to do. No matter what I change in the ads manager, it just does whatever it wants. I don't know what it's doing. Tweep says all of Canada's anger goes into our sports. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, if you've never actually been to hockey, it's one thing to see it on TV. It's another thing to see it in real life. Ford Tango says, smack, smack, smack. Where's the ball? There's the ball. Smack, smack, smack. Lacrosse in a nutshell. Love it. All right. Zooming out now. I need to put this in my bag, right? So I just do my inventory items there, and I put it in there. All right. My options are punch the sky. Punch the birds in the sky. Nothing doing. All right. Ooh, it's the lighthouse. Nice. Oh, Teep says, I played hockey for most of my life. Love it. Grew up on it. Or as we say around here, I played hockey for most of my life. Want to fight about it? All right, I got a window. I like the music here, too. And I'm also very curious. A lighthouse of what? A lighthouse for a pond? All right, let's get in here.
Oh. I sense we're near the lighthouse. Ask that old fool how the road to the south is.
Okay, I'm connecting some dots here. So we looked in the mailbox, and we saw an orb. And there was a character that was in there, and then he freaked out and he disappeared. But in my inventory is an orb, and I'm assuming these flash ups that are happening is another communication through the orb, right? Oh, Jerry Tolbert says I was wrong. It was Vista, which I've tried hard to forget. With the yeah, with the little hotspot corners. That sounds right, because I think that was actually, maybe Vista is where they first started doing the charm stuff. Is that right? Also, am I loud to you guys tonight? I think I'd forgotten that, let me see here. I think I had, earlier, I was recording something, and I cranked it up a bit, and I think I may have been just too loud. Okay, I think that might be right. So, but yeah, I think that I have a noise gate, or I have a top level that keeps me from blaring, but I do think that for the dynamics of it, I think I usually keep it a little lower. That way I can get kind of low, like down here, right? But thank you. I'm balanced, good. Ron Trinitron says, I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Classic. TV Straps can confirm. Yeah, that's the wizard talking to you via the orb you have. Audio's good, very good. Good. But I'm okay now too, right? I put it back to where I usually keep it. And just making sure that everything is solid there, because I usually keep that set on my mixer so that all situations sound good. Excellent. Well, good. That means the filters that I have in place are doing their job.
What's that? Who's there? Who are you? What's the password? I can't let you in without the password. And don't try swordfish. I know it's not that. I tried it myself. I couldn't get in. So I know it's not that. Well, we haven't had any visitors here since, I don't know how long. You must be another one of Rupert's sweepstakes winners, huh? Okay, what's the password? Did you say the password? I can't remember. I can't let you in without the password, so you must have already said it, huh?
I love it. So he's kind of like, this is so much, it feels like it's inspired by the Wizard of Oz. Kind of feel like you're at the Emerald Gates. Whew. Well, why didn't you say so? That's a horse of a different color. The Ray says, oh, you have a disconnected hand, Rayman style in this game. Boo. All right, look, you need some coffee, it looks like. So we got the Keeper. Wish people called me the Keeper. That'd be good. Yeah, he's definitely going crazy in his lighthouse. It's the Keeper. He's got, look, he got an emerald lamp up here, too. Yeah, I'm louder than the game talking bits. I'm hoping it's a good balance, though. I hope I am louder than the game talking bits, because I need to be able to talk over them. But I hope it's loud enough so that you don't have to crank it up on your end to be able to hear it. Now, I did make some adjustments near the end of when he talked, because I think I'd lowered it down earlier. But we should be at a point now. And let's see if we talk to him.
It's a good thing you knew the password. It's not safe out there.
How's that?
Those buzzards will steal everything that's not nailed down. Sticky fingers. I'd say magnetic. The other day, one of them flew by and my shovel flew off after it.
Grab Tark's comfortable. Very good.
Just gonna stand there like a marble on a flathead.
Oh no, listen to us getting...
Hey pal, I'm talking to you. You okay?
Oh no, it switched when I was getting ready to click on a thing. And now I don't know what I'm at. I'm assuming it's an overall map. All right, let's see. Oh, so we gotta wait for him to finish talking. And then I can, okay, so I can have buzzards have fingers? That is weird, Tolbert. So I guess when he's talking, I can react emotionally. But then once he gets through talking, then I can ask him questions. Is that the deal?
It's a good thing you knew the password. It's not safe out there. Those buzzards will steal everything that's not nailed down. Sticky fingers. I'd say magnetic. The other day, one of them flew by and my shovel flew off after it. What's your problem? Take it easy, will you? Reverse that nature. Be calm. I'm calm. See how calm I am? I'm calm. I've been having dreams, those dreams, horrible dreams. Morpheus, it keeps saying. What, are you just gonna stand there like a marble on a flathead? Hey, pal, I'm talking to you. People used to come here and bring...
All right, so I can let him go around and talk and stuff. Oh, Avian, that crunch is bad, right? Like I said, I still don't feel like we've got the good experience yet. I still feel like we're off, and that's one of the things that's good about knowing all the bits and the bobs about the original DOS, because you can optimize it. You saw the README file. I mean, there was a whole bunch of stuff on how memory management works for that, and the different things that you can load up and how you load it up. Now, DOSBox hopefully has been configured in a way that will take most of that stuff into consideration. And that DOSBox has probably been configured by the community at Good Old Games or somebody at Good Old Games, but then it makes its way over to Steam, which is the one we're playing. And there's enough places that if you don't know what you're really doing, you may miss out on some stuff. So, yeah, my hope is to get back into the DOS version on my Mister and really tweak it. But I might do that after the show. I don't want to bore you guys to death with that kind of crap. You'll be like, really, Brian? Really, Brian? You're gonna do an hour worth of farting around and can fix this files? I don't think so. Graphic says, dude, I love this game. One of the first PC games I played. I think the first time was 93 or 94, which is probably about right. I'm still running the DOS. GraphTalk says they used to have different DOS boot disks for different games. Wish I could remember all the minutiae. I do too. I have. I'll usually add them and then comment them out in my config sys and in my auto exec bat. Yeah, absolutely. Or I'll have a launcher that'll overwrite some of the stuff in the game folder itself. All right, let's ask about the inventory. Oh, so we can ask specific items in the inventory, maybe? Surprising, he has nothing to say. Okay, has nothing to say. Nothing to say. Oh, he doesn't know anything about my inventory.
Thank you.
Oh.
I never smoke.
He did have something. He did say something about the matches.
I've seen him before. Come with that phony timeshare swindler, huh?
Ah, timeshare swindler. All right. Ask about the map. All right, what is this? Okay, so we got... I'm assuming that means we're here. We got Death Valley down here, road to the south, right? This is the mountain pass where we came in. This is a... What a weird place to have a lighthouse next to a river. And I don't even know if you can even see the ocean, a larger body of water. I don't know why you would need a lighthouse on there. And the West Shanbar. All right.
You look up there. Runs on illuminite. But you don't know what illuminite is. It glows brighter than swamp gas.
Brighter than swamp gas, a classic old classical conspiracy, right? Theory of UFOs and stuff. So, okay. He knows, has nothing to say.
The road to the south is impassable.
Oh,
Absolutely impossible to pass.
All right.
Impassable.
Absolutely impossible. Impassable, if you don't know what that means, right? Inconceivable. I don't think that word means what you think it means. And before Tank Girl says, I played tuba for Swamp Gas in the 90s. Fact. All right. Ask about the photos. Do we have any? Oh, we have a negative. Okay.
No, not more double negatives, pal.
Double negatives.
No, not more double negatives, pal.
Right, we can flip pages here, it looks like. But apparently we don't have any pages to flip on. Look at that spiral. Nice spiral. Oh, look at this. We got some we got an audio cassette. And man, does that look like it is right out of DOS. All right.
Hey! Hey! I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery!
Wizard Trimble. Is that Trimble? Is that how you would say that? That must be one of the recordings we have. Oh, nice. Track 2, same character. Only 2 tracks.
I sense we're near the lighthouse. Ask that old fool how the road to the south is.
Okay, we
Road
did.
to the south is impassable.
Okay.
Absolutely impossible to pass. Impassable.
I like how he's using it like in a... Can you give that to me? Can you give me that word before I spell it in a sentence? Impassable. Triple Mac. Mac Cube, what's up? Say impassable one more time. What's up? All right. I'm not quite understanding what these are. All right, let's see. Let's go back to this again.
I sense we're near the lighthouse.
I think I kind of went through the only recordings we have. Except we don't have that first recording of the guy. Oh, track... Oh, that's weird. So we got track 1, max track 2. What does that mean?
Hey!
This is
Hey,
not
I've been
how
talking
audio
along-
works. All right. All right, there we go. We can end the conversation. Let's see. I think we've kind of asked him about everything. TV's Travis, have fun. Go have that. Go do that show. By the way, if before Tank Girl, I hate to bother you too much, but if you give a shout out to TV's Travis, who will be doing the show later on, very good. TV's Travis doing the thing. Sonda Gosa just raided in with a party of large. Welcome in, everybody. Give everybody a chance to settle down and get in. And we'll welcome in everybody. Tonda Gosa, what is up? We're playing a little bit of the Return to Zork. We're doing this on DOSBox. We got it from the Steam games. And as you can well imagine, it's not great. We tried to play it on the Mr. FPGA in the 486 project and didn't have any mouse support. So I'm going to go back and do that. Princess Emily 93, welcome in. I hope you're having a good time. It is Full Motion February, or as some people have been calling it, FMVuary. What's up? I always get it wrong. Sakana. Ko. Tonda Gosa, what were you playing, my friend? Let's give a shout out to our good friend Tonda Gosa. We can't wait to see just a few more months, and we will be in Nerdtacular. It's going to be great. We're heading over to Utah, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for giving out those 5 community subs. Being a hero. Oh, you did Janky Game Request today. Lots of fun. Well, I got news for you. This Return to Zork, the first video-centric Zork game, is quite hilarious and quite janky itself. I think this would have fit either in the original or in the original, in the Jankuary, or in the Full Motion February. Welcome in. Oh, hi, I'm Brian Dunaway, and I play retro video games. And Tonda Gosa is an amazing retro streamer and a good friend, and taught me everything I know about pinball, which ain't much, but still, I've been having fun learning it, and I'm looking forward to playing some more pinball with Tonda when we meet up yet again later this year. And I think I've got that if you please remind me, because I will forget to put it in there, but I have that Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition floppy disk game. Is it a CD? Was it a CD or was it floppy disk? I think it was a CD, because what are you going to do with the floppy disk? You got some floppy disk? But yeah, we need to do that. Thank you, Opie. Welcome in. Thank you so much. And yeah, but we're playing some of this Return to Zork tonight for our full motion February, and it just happens to be one of my favorite platforms to fart around on, the DOS. Arnie the Viking says, sorry to say it, but my birthday is in this month, next Sunday. And I'm tired of hearing how people abuse the name of the month for various causes. I don't mind the causes, but keep my month out of it, please. Happy birthday month to you, Arnie the Viking. Welcome in. Nothing wrong with that. Does everything have to have does every month have to have a theme? Does every day have to have a theme? I know what you mean. So that's great. Oh, and would you happen to also be a leap year baby? Wouldn't that be great? No, next Sunday, when would that be? We had a Friday the 13th this month. How great is that? We just had the Valentine's Day. And it is the shortest month. I did full motion February because it is the shortest month if you're going to do full motion videos. The G-Funk, the Real Magic version of this, quite amazing. I was looking at that. Moby Games has an entry for the Real Magic version of this game, this Return to Zork. And except for one major flaw, no Rye Guy after you unlock the trap door. I've heard a few, what's the word I'm looking for? I've heard a few references to the Rye Guy, and I don't know what that reference means yet, but I'm looking forward to finding out because it seems to have been something that really strikes with people. Febtober, says Jerry Tolbert. Oh, is it Fajita Fridays? Yes. Oh, the 22nd of February. Very good. Arnie the Viking, happy birthday early on, unless we see you later. Unless we see you on that day. Oh, G-Funk. Oh, heck, sorry for the spoilers. No, you didn't spoil it because I'd already heard it several times already. So that just tells me that I am in for some hilarity. So let's talk to the Keeper here real quick, and we'll get back to talking with the chat. And by the way, welcome in. Thank you, Opie, for the follow. Thank you, Princess Emily 93. Thank you for the anonymous gifter who gave out the 5 community subs. If you're not following Tonda Gosa, amazing. I hate to say, I feel like I know Tonda so well that calling him just a retro streamer, it just feels like a letdown when I consider Tonda Gosa, however you want to say it, a good friend, right? A good friend. So there you go. If you're not following Tonda Gosa, if you were watching beforehand and you rated in and you forgot to go back and follow Tonda, do it now. Don't miss out. He's always doing great things, inspiring. I love watching the request stuff. So good. And we're doing something new on this channel. Last Friday, we decided to start. I've been trying to get an 8-bit computer club here in town because I did get my Commodore 64 Ultimate. I have a lot of real hardware. And I did pick this up. The Germ 79, welcome in. Thank you so much. I did get the Commodore 64 Ultimate. This is the Starlight Edition. If you want to know, no, I do not have a lot of flex like some people did. But this is an FPGA device, which really my first introduction to FPGA stuff was Tonda Gosa, who was telling me about the Mr. FPGA, which he uses on his channel a good bit. And I have one as well, and I love it. So we're doing on Fridays, we're doing a 8-bit computer club where we're playing around with all those great computer systems from that time, whether it be the Coco or it be the Commodore 64 or it be the Atari 800, which I've entirely taken apart this past week and baked a pokey chip. A pokey chip? You baked a pokey chip? Trust me, we talked about it. Artie says, I lurked on Tonda's stream. It was nice to have him running in the background while I was doing other stuff. Yep, that's one of the things I do too. I lurk a lot on Tonda's because he's so wholesome. I don't have to worry about anybody walking by and being offended. Nukem, greets. Welcome in. And yes, always good. It's always a wholesome time, always soothing and relaxing. And I love it. I love it. So, hey, it is beautiful. Don't you love it? I love it. Sandy Alpha, what is going on? Welcome in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hope you're having a good Sunday, Monday, wherever in the world you are. All right. Back to this. If you want to tune into the 8-bit computer club, though, do it on Fridays. We do that. We're going to get more of it. I'm trying to make my own games. I'm trying to make some 8-bit computer games. Let's go upstairs. We haven't done that yet and return to Zork. Some people were a little offended when I told them I was going to play Zork, and I told them it was going to be the full motion video one. And they said, do it. Go get some dinner, Tonda. Thank you for that raid. Welcome in the community. You have found a safe space to land. We keep it fairly wholesome here. PG-13 at worst. But only when the game begs it. Can't do anything with this now. All right. And we're doing a little point and click in here. Tango says, go back and see if you can get that chain by the door. Oh, interesting. All right. Look at this. That's the mountain pass, right? I feel like the fellowship should be coming over the hill right about here. Yeah, the fellowship of the ring should be coming over this hill right here, and then this ant right here, who looks like he's seen better days, is going to come right to life. Nukem says, I like Zork Nemesis. Wasn't bad. A bit off, a bit of a more serious take, but decent. I'll take a look at that one as well. For Tank Girl says, I see Sauron. You said something about a chain by the door. Oh, I just went back at the steps. Taz, what's up? Welcome in. The Germ does have to say, listen up, Tonda, as you walk away to get your food. The Germ's got to say, I do have to tell on Tonda. We played some Toilet Kids. Wholesome, questionable. Toilet Kids, is that like the Garbage Pail Kids? Because for some reason, I have encountered several conversations recently about the Garbage Pail Kids for no particular reason. Played some Toilet Kids. Interesting. Was that by request? All right, let's take a look here around for this chain that I can't seem to see. Let's back out here.
Anytime.
Daddle.
Let me know if you find any extra aluminum. I could use it.
So, podcast.
Bore. Oh, that reminds me.
Nukem.
Did you hear the one about the appetite? About the appetite of the wild boar in the forest of the spirit.
This guy's so weird. I love it. So back to the 8-Bit Computer Club. It's not a podcast, but it may branch off into Substack and maybe a little bit of a podcast wrap-up each month. It is something I'm looking at. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun as I develop some video games. Torber says not accessible. Oh, Graftark, they were an answer at my local trivia this week. The Garbage Pail Kids, wild. Mr. Badpoor says, Instacart is telling me it's also dinner time. If I don't make it back, have a good night. Thank you, Mr. Badpoor. Tonda wants to know, O'Brien, did you hear that? Yeah, UT2K4 is officially free now. So, yeah, I did. So we have a couple of Unreal Tournaments servers, and we need to get back in there and fix it up. I did actually see that. I haven't had a chance to really dig into what that actually means, but I did see there was an announcement and that it was officially free. So I'm curious about it. I think we had to jump through some hoops to make it happen otherwise. But we do have retrogib.com. Is the place where we have that information for the server, and it's still running. It's been running forever. But we just haven't got in there and shown it the love it needs. Yeah, time to open those servers. They're open. They're just we need to get in there together. That place used to be hopping. We need to get back to it. It's about that time again. Oh, okay. So he wasn't kidding. He said the road to the south. So the wizard said, ask the keeper about the road to the south. And so I did. And the keeper said, the roads are impassable. They are not passable. They are impassable. And I was like, use it in a sentence. So I got ripped. This is what the death looks like. Nothing can live here. Not even you. So we didn't save. What happens then? Oh no, we didn't save. Does that mean we got to start from scratch? Well, that's fine. We need to learn this part anyway. Oh, look, it just kicks you out of the game. That's some bull. That's some crap. Yeah, it is. Puppy Kitten Trout knows the Unreal Tournament. Yeah, we need to get that thing. We need to get that thing fixed up and ready to go again. Yes, G-Funk says Sierra style save punishment. Absolutely, absolutely. This is that Sierra launcher, and it's like, here, let me really ruin your day. Let me just really just wreck it. Can I wreck your day?
Hey!
Hey, Orb.
Hey! I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery!
I am curious how this is going to resolve. So we keep that orb in our pocket. We picked up at the mailbox. Last time we did this, we just picked up this rock and we threw it at this vulture, and then he flies it and scares the crap out of you. So hold on to your butts. Here it comes. What? Did I not do it right? What did I do wrong? Oh, did I show it to him? I showed him the rock again. I showed it to him again. Throw the rock. There you go. All right, there you go. There you go. Hilarious. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Like an idiot. Oh, let's say, can we do? Okay, so the bonding plant is still there. We need to dig up the plant. Last time, or one time before, we had yanked it out like this. You can pull it out, but apparently it's best to dig up because we're apparently going to run into a situation later where we'll need to use that. Drop this into our small inventory of 9 3x3 and zoom out. And then we can go forward. Nothing so far going to threaten to kill us. So before we get on the road again, we'll have to make sure. Listen up.
Oh, I sense we're near the lighthouse. Ask that old fool how the road to the south is.
He's entertained by that. The Germ wants to know, is Phantasmagoria on your full motion video list? I remember playing that back in the day. It is on our list.
What's that?
Will we get to it?
Who's there? Who are you? What's the password? I can't let you in without the password. And don't try swordfish. I know it's not that. I tried
Swordfish.
myself. I couldn't get in, so I know it's not that.
Oh, this is different.
We haven't had any visitors here since, I don't know how long.
That was different.
You must be another one of Rupert's sweepstakes winners, huh? Okay, what's the password? Did you say the password? I can't remember. I can't let you in without the password, so you must have already said it, huh?
Okay, that's the keeper of the lighthouse, which, by the way, keeper of what lighthouse? The lighthouse over the river? I don't think that's the thing, but there you go. Tass, is this game like a wild fever dream? Love it. Yeah, it really is. And I want to say that was different than the first time we did it. Also, I feel like they handed him the script and he just read all of it at once. To Germ, it is so cool we can still play all these old games. You can still buy this one. I'm glad for it because lots of times you'll have abandoned games. Looks like we have an ad going on. I still don't understand what's going on with the ads. No matter what I do in the ad manager, whether I turn it on, whether I turn it off, whether I slide to slide, left or right, it doesn't seem to change anything on how Twitch decides they want to run their ads. So I don't know. I guess I'll have to contact support unless somebody knows a thing. Somebody know a thing. What's it talking about? Oh, yeah. Acting is for losers before Tank Girl. Did we see this before? There's something on the table. I don't know if I can get to it. It's on the table. The mouse are choking. All right. Let's talk to this guy. Ask the keeper. Let's talk to him.
It's a good thing you knew the password. It's not safe out there. Those buzzards will steal everything.
That doesn't do anything.
Nailed down.
Threatening.
Sticky fingers. I say magnetic. The other day, one of them flew by
magnetic.
and my shovel flew off after it.
Oh.
What's your problem? Take it easy, will you? Everybody's an age around it. Be calm. I'm calm. See how calm I am? I'm calm. I've been having dreams, those dreams, horrible dreams. Morpheus, it keeps saying.
What'd he say?
You're just gonna stand there like a marble on a flathead? People used to come here and bring me everything I needed. But now, hardly anybody comes up here. The mayor and I have an anti-vulture warning system worked out. But
Oh,
without the lights, we don't know if it works or not.
okay. So without the light, we don't know. Okay, so oh, wow, man, you're really rewarded for sitting through that because I feel like we would learn a lot if we were to sit through everything he has to say. But can I? The Germ says, Silent Still, another full motion video one you loved. Okay, very good. Yeah, that's also one that is on the. There's a list that we've been trying to pluck them out each week as it fits. The G Funk. If you want a perfect example of direct script reading, Ripper is your target. That was the one I think I had put on the list for this week, and then I think Scott was excited about, or was it Discordia? I think Discordia told us in the chat, one of our community members, great community member, had recommended we play Return to Zork, or requested it really. But Ripper is your target, says the G-Funk. I just recently experienced that, and golly gosh, some actors defo looked like they wanted to be there. Some didn't. Yeah. Last week's game, we played... oh my gosh, why am I blanking on what we played last week? Somebody remind me. All right, let's see. We did the talking. He goes on. We learned some stuff about the inventory. I asked him about that, but he didn't know anything except for the matches and the orb.
Thank you. I never smoke.
Yeah. And we were instructed to ask about the road to the south, and we did that.
Road to the south is impassable.
Roach game, that's
Absolutely
it. Bad
impossible
mojo,
to
Forte
pass.
Girl. That's it.
Impassable.
Impassable. Nothing to say about it. He shuts his mouth.
Road to the south is
All right.
impassable. Absolutely impossible to pass.
Yeah, well, I
Impassable.
figured Defo was definitely Australian for beer. I mean for definitely. Yeah, I definitely picked it up. I don't know. Do y'all say Defo? I just assumed Defo was how you said it. It was not too cryptic. It was not too cryptic. I thought it was pretty good.
No, not more double negatives, pal.
More double negatives. Ah, depends on the formality. Oh, there's some slang with formality. Ho, 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 ho. A defo. I like it. All right, let's see here. We listened to the recordings. We can enter conversation. We went upstairs. We looked out. We can't look out the window. We can save, though. Let's go ahead and save now. We need to do that. We'll call this first one. I guess you got to click on it first. There we go. A lighthouse is what I'm going to call it. So I won't light horse. No, we know what we're going to call it. We're going to call it Lighthouse Defo. All right, there we go. Did I use it backwards? Should I put Defo Lighthouse? All right. Going upstairs. I love this little in-between shot. Adds a little bit. Right? I mean... Oh, I think you had mentioned... Who had mentioned the chain earlier? Oh, the Wraith. Good question. No, last week we played Mad Mojo. Ooh, that... Windows 3.1 file name limit. That was a... Whew, that was a tough one. All right. But was you before 10 Girl? That's what I thought. Okay. So I can't interact with anything on the chain. Once that video starts, it's not letting me do any further interaction. Yeah, it just cuts it, and if you can speed through it, it'll just jump straight to. So can't do anything with this now. But maybe I can use nothing photogenic. Are you kidding me? Come on, game. Nothing photogenic about the amazing wraparound of the lighthouse into the wilderness and then into those beautiful mountains. What are you talking about? What do you mean there's nothing photogenic? Oh, can we use the photos? Can we kind of like peek through them maybe? Game lies. The game absolutely lies. What if we pick up the orb? Does that do anything? I'm now carrying the orb. All right, just put it back in, I suppose. I don't want to accidentally toss that or something. Pick up bonding plant. Pick up the matches. I don't really see where I can do anything here. Like I said, I see that rail. I see I can go back. Math Raven says, ever play Ripley's Believe It or Not? I have not. I did not know there was a Ripley's Believe It or Not game, and that is very exciting because let me tell you something. My life was full as a child when I was doing all my little programming, when I wasn't doing my programming on my 8-bit computers as a 10, 11, 12-year-old child. Dudes, I was so into like Omni Magazine, but I was into stuff like Mad Magazine, Cracked. I was really big into the Guinness books. I was into that. I loved just getting one of those and flipping through them. And Ripley's Believe It or Not was a big love of mine. Loved watching that stuff. Yeah, believe it or not. And we even had at Myrtle Beach, which is the beach that is kind of the closest to me, this a major beach for people to go on vacation. They have a Ripley's Believe It or Not tour there, right? And that was always fun and creepy, and I loved it. But I did not know there was a Ripley's Believe It or Not math. Is it Matthew Raven? I believe Matthew Raven. I said math Raven. Which one is it? Matthew Raven is a full motion game. And Tonda says I've played the Ripley's pinball table. That sounds amazing too. That's incredible. And the Ripley, yeah, that's incredible. Oh, you haven't seen that in forever. I love those. That's incredible. Atium. Oh, look at that. You made it so it's uppercase, so it spells. There you go. That's smart. So now I can pronounce your name. But I'm just going to call you Matt, though, because you put the emphasis on that. I went to the Ripley's in Myrtle Beach when I was a kid. We might have seen each other. Maybe we were on the two sides of that two-way mirror. I used to love that one. That was always a hoot. You had the two-way mirror. You come up and you would... They usually had, like... They would trick you into doing something like, only so many people can do this or that with their face or, or their tongue. And only so many people are able to do this, roll their tongue or something. So you stand there in the mirror and make all kind of stupid faces and stuff. And then you walk around the corner and you realize it's a two-way mirror and you'd be like, "What? Look how stupid you looked." And you'd be like, just people just getting all up in the mirror. Oh, yeah. Tony says, I like Math Raven. I prefer it. Matt says, I never saw so many golf places in my life. Oh, my gosh. Yes, if you've never been to Myrtle Beach, so much mini golf, putt-putt, cheap beach wear, it's just every nook and cranny. Now, this is down the Strand. So we got Myrtle Beach's main strand. There's North Myrtle Beach and South Myrtle Beach, and that's not as much that. But yeah, we had like the pavilion where you go down and you can ride what's called the Rainbow, which is way cool. I love riding the Rainbow. I have to see if I can find some stuff of that. It was a real simple ride. Just kind of like you go up and down, and big giant seat for people rows of people just going around like in this circle. Right off, it's how do I do it? How do I explain it? Anyway, the point is, you would do that because you would go up and you could see out in the ocean, right to the ocean. Oh, absolutely, Taz. So Myrtle Beach is a tourist trap. Absolutely, they have some golf courses and stuff up the road, but the main strand of Myrtle Beach, when you get to Myrtle Beach, that's where all the trash is at, and I loved it, every minute of it. That's where the arcades were. At least I love going to the arcades. Some of the biggest arcades had all the games I've ever dreamed of. I loved it. As a young person, I loved it. As an older person, I was like, let's get out of here. Oh, Forte Girl says, all I know is I don't want to go during bike week. That is a fact. And there's 2 bike weeks, and both of them are terrible unless you're into bikes and you're there for bike week. Because if you're there trying to chill out and hit the beach, swim the pool, get in the lazy river... Oh my gosh, when bike week rolls around, it is just the loudest, most loudiness you've ever seen. But I mean, if you're into that, if you're like, oh, I love motorcycles, then you're gonna love it. But just don't make the mistake of being there when you don't. Oh yeah, there were so many airbrush artists on the Strand. Yeah, getting a really cool airbrush shirt at the main touristy place. Now, when I moved to Myrtle Beach, I was working at Kmart during the 90s, and this is post my high school career and pre my college career. And so it's kind of like falling in between. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was working at Kmart at the time, drilling bowling ball holes, right? Working the sporting goods section and electronic section occasionally. I had a friend who went down, and he was airbrushing shirts, tags, just anything he wanted to airbrush. And so I went down to visit him for about a week. Ended up loving it so much, stayed down there. I just moved in with my friend. He was kind enough to let me do that. We were all young. What do we care? Him and his girlfriend, and I just moved in, slept on the couch. I just called my mom and called Kmart and was like, hey, yeah, I decided to live at Myrtle Beach for the summer. 2 weeks notice. Sorry, I'm not mature enough for that. I'm not mature enough for that, yo. So, yeah, I'm out. You're lucky I'm even calling. You're lucky I'm even calling at all. Gab Gibber, thank you for the resub. You worked the computer department at Kmart in the mid-late 80s. That is awesome. My dad, all my Commodore computers came from Kmart because that's where my dad would purchase them. And then on my birthday, I would get the previous. Absolutely. My dad bought the Commodore VIC-20 there. And then when the Commodore 64 came out that year, he bought it within like months or weeks of when it was released at Kmart. And he got the C64 and he handed down the VIC-20. And then like a little later on, he ended up getting the Commodore 128, and then he handed me down the 64. So I was always about a year behind, but I also was lucky enough and fortunate enough to have a small TV in my room. I had my own room because I had sisters, and they were younger than me, way younger. So I was fortunate enough to have my own room. I had my own computer and my own TV in my room. I didn't have a phone. What do you think I am? Didn't have one, so I couldn't hook up. But still, it was very informative of how I am where I'm at today with programming from all this way from when I was 12 years old, and and how I got into always dreaming of developing my own video games, my lifelong passion for video games, and yeah, so it's all connected. Gavin confirms they were good prices too. Had all the peripherals and software back at the Kmart. Yeah, from the basement through a hole in the closet, from the basement to through a hole in the in the closet floor. But man, I could still smell drilling bowling balls at Kmart. You come in and I'd size your fingers. Like, give me those fingers. Yeah, I got your size on, man. Give me your form. All right, we're gonna mark these in the ball. I'm gonna go back there and get that big drill bit and get really high. It couldn't have been good for me, but it sure was fun. Tanky Pop says, oh yeah, thank you for the resub. Tanky Pop, thank you so much. Sorry about that fast, quick, in a hurry stories that went from my 12-year-old to my early 20s. You're welcome. What was that? I missed that. 4 Tanker, I was the same. I had 3 older brothers. Yeah, so you got, yep. It's good sometimes to be the other. Lapino started with a VIC-20 that I suspect my parents got at Kmart. It was one of the bigger places. It's according to where you lived at in the country. If you were living in the U.S., you probably were Kmart or Target, right? Or maybe Toys R Us. Yeah. Ooh, gotta add the grip plugs. Yeah. 410 Girl says she got the bowling ball lug. Oh, Captain Kipper says bowling here was candlestick, so no holes, just smaller balls. So you had you had bowls, right? What are bowling balls made out of? I'm assuming some type. They're covered in some type of epoxy, but they're kind of like almost like a compressed chalk inside. At least from my experience. And once you got past, there's like a layer about this deep that seems like it's like nothing but like some kind of hard plastic and epoxy or something. Tolbert says resin around weights. Yes, that was what I got too. So I'm assuming that inner part was more like not like a concrete, but something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I got the bowling ball lung. Sure enough, man, that was rough. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. And also remembering all that Kmart crap. Oh, but yeah, little black and white TV before Tank Girl. Yes. Gotta enjoy that. It's amazing how what an advantage you might get in life for just something as stupid as having a TV in your room. I mean, it seems like such a bad idea, but we didn't have cable. We had over-the-air TV, so having a TV in my room, well, we had cable and satellite eventually, but that wasn't fed into my TV in my room. That TV was specifically for computer stuff and over-the-air rabbit ears. Captain Kipper says there's a YouTube channel where a guy refurbishes balls. Really? You're talking about bowling balls? Yeah, wild. Blue light special, aisle 7. Oh, you gotta love the blue light specials, man. If you don't know what that is,
come back anytime.
Thanks, old
Let me
man.
know if you find any extra illuminate, I could use it.
Illuminites. That's what lights up the
That old bore.
thing.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear the one about the appetite? About the appetite of the wild boar in the forest of the spirit?
Oh, I love it. Captain Kipper quoting one of the classics. I asked for a car. I got a computer. Ferris Bueller. Yeah. Oh, Tolbert, you are so right. Oh my gosh. Please save. Yes, thank you so much. And this is Kmart Talk. We're going to name this one Kmart Talk. All right, so last time we went down the road, but how far down the road did we go? So road to the south. Let's see if we can see anything around here. It definitely seems intimidating, right? So I guess we're going to have to do something else first. Because we just died right away, right? But we already took 2 hits. I've noticed this game, you get 3 hits, right? And how do I know? Do I know what level I'm at? We've made 3 points so far. Hey, this is version 1.2, just like the one I have on my Mister, by the way. Restart, special effects. Looked like you could go left at the screen before. Oh, you're right. Now, is that a left? Oh, you're right. So we actually walk around. Good catch, Tolbert. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is what I would have. Look, I'm not. I won't take step-by-step instructions, but our community knows, and Tolbert's a longtime community member. Our community knows. Let me fiddle fart around for a little bit, and if I look like I'm lost, you can make suggestions. And that's the perfect way to do it. The way Tolbert did it was perfect. Looks like you could go left at the screen before. So, just a little nudge, a little nudge. We don't mind like backseat driving's not what I like. Don't like go take a left here, take a right here, do that. No, that's not good. But if you're in the back seat and you're just like, you're looking down at your phone screen and say, hey, look, looks like there was you could maybe turn left there. Yeah, that's not necessarily backseat driving as much as just mumbling under your breath. Forte Girl says right about the TV in your room. And luckily my brothers weren't into computers. They didn't try to take over my Commodore 64. They had the Atari, right? Taz says, are you really lost though? Are you really lost? So we got some more vines here. We got some wood planks. We got a crack in the wall. That's fantastic, right? So can we let's see. Can we knife it? Can we let's see here. Let's pick up the knife and then maybe we can no, wait. Let's see if we can put knife in inventory, examine knife, drop knife. We don't want to throw none of those things. None of those things. I thought maybe it could jimmy it or something. This is going to make me have to pee for sure though. All right. Here's some vines and we can choose to dig up vines, pick up vines. Now, we dug up the others. But, interesting. So, we dug up the previous plant, right? And by the way, can I just throw some appreciation, some huge appreciation to the artist who was commissioned to do these animated icons in a full motion video game. Really over excelling It's something that probably was not a priority. But I gotta say, I see you, and I appreciate what you did here with these very descriptive animated icons. I see you. Cabin Keeper says, plumber's wall. Light the wood on fire, says Fortan Girl. Cabin Keeper says, no clues here, just guessing pile wood over, crack and burn it, maybe? Maybe? And what would that do? You think that would make the old guy run out? And freaking out? But I've got to decide here. So previously, we dug up the plants. Now we have some vines here. Let's take a look. Maybe we need to light the vines on fire. You ever think of that? Maybe that's what we need to do. Can we take some pictures here? No photographic here. Use photos, tape. Nope, don't want to do that. But I do want to look at them. How do I... let's put our knife back up, and then maybe we have the options for looking. Okay, let's look at the vines. Strong climbing vines. That's interesting. So I wonder if we will need to maybe get those vines and then grow them up the side of the lighthouse in some form or fashion. We've got water. That's not really how that works, but in gaming logic, it does work that way, right? You put some vines somewhere, you put some water on it. It might be something. Cabin Keeper says, rule number 1 of adventure games, especially Sierra, take all of it. Take all of it. But the question is, what's the difference? What's the difference? Now we can use our logic and go, oh, if I pull these vines out, that's one thing. Oh, put vines in inventory. Can I just do that? You can't get it that way. Okay, so if I pull it out, there is a possibility that I could pull something up with it, right? Yeah, dig or cut. So it's either dig, pull, or cut. We actually have a third thing there. So we could pull out the vines. The vines prove resistant to pulling. So that's good. So that removed that option. So now all we have to worry about is the other couple of things, which is pick up vines we can't do, right? All right, so we'll have to do some type of interacting with the knife. So pick up the knife. And then we got to decide if we're going to cut or dig. I think we're going to dig them up. The roots are too deep. All right, so let's try pulling them then. So good. This game is not punishing us like a Sierra game. Oh, look at that. We can't do any of those things. We can't do any of those. Interesting. We maybe could... Okay, so we were able to cut the vines, which we'll probably dry out and make a rope out of. Captain says it's got all the verbs. Kick the vines and show them what for. Take that. So obviously we had to cut the vines, and now we have a rope, right? We have a rope of sorts. Do we need to bundle these up? Let's see. Can we bundle these? The vines are wood planks. It looks like a fire, like you guys said. Throw vines. I was thinking maybe I could bundle the vines to make like a raft or something. We only have so much inventory, right? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just a minute. I thought that I had a very limited inventory due to a restriction to gameplay. Like you have 9, do some inventory management is what I thought they were saying, but it looks like it was a resource savings trick. Okay, so it looks like it is a resource saving trick that you only have more slots available unless that vine changed something about my inventory. Okay. Let's pick these up. Pick up wood planks. Put wood planks in inventory. Let's pick these up. They're too heavy. Okay. Okay, they're too heavy. All right. Wood planks, can we tie vines on wood planks? All right. Bip, 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 bop, bip, bip. Now, we couldn't pick up the planks. Now, I don't know if there was a possibility that I could have burned the planks in some other way. Graftark says, note, I have never played this, so take my advice as it is. Capkeeper says, not a tying vine, it's a climbing vine. And before Tech Girl does confirm, make raft to get past the south. Okay. And that is a one crappy raft, too, I gotta say. All right, I do want to see if there's... Is there anything, can I, like, look at... Can I ask the teleorb? Oh, teleorb from IT and L Corp. Die Station Zebra, what's up? We are returning to the land of the Zork. We're returning to the land of the Zork. Okay, so how do I interact with this thing at this point? Now, there's a crack here, but I don't see how I can interact. Now, I can't get on the raft. Look at us. We did a thing. I thought about the Graft Arc so far, the camera has been pointless. Absolutely pointless. No good. No good. Die Station Zebra confirms the last time I played Zork, it was a text adventure. I remember playing the original Zork text adventure just a little bit. Right? Just a little bit. No more raft? That's a good question. But I think we do need to save. Let's go ahead and save after the Kmart talk. Do Kmart talk. Got the Kmart talk. This Kmart talk. This is AR after raft. The race says, when you get the rubber chicken, a pulley wheel in its butt. Oh, wait. Wrong game. Wrong game. What happens if I go back? Oh, we can go back this way. Okay. Then we go forward, right? That's back to the... Oh, no, I died. Good thing you saved. Interesting, I think. Yeah, we did. We did. That's okay, because we got after the raft. And so, West Zanzibar. All right. We could turn around and look, maybe. Okay, interesting. It's the old mill. What is this odd way to make a...
Who are you?
Don't matter.
Want some rye?
Of course you do.
Want some rye? It's the rye guy. Oh, you guys. Captain says, this was the first graphical version of Zork. I played a bit of Zork 1. I remember killing the dragon. Classic line. It's the Rye Guy. Is his name Booze? Is that his name? Yeah, everyone knows this, even if they don't think they do. We got a plant. It's Booze. Oh my gosh, look at all the options we can do for the Rye Guy. Give glass to Booze. Drink. Ask Booze. Talk to Booze. Let's just talk to him. Let's see what he's got. Show glass to the Booze. So I came in with a glass? All right. I guess that's about as much you're going to get out of the Booze. I guess we need to cheer. Make a toast. He gave us a beer. We could make a toast, right?
Here's to us.
Here's to us. Look, there's an ad break that just started. I don't want to do anything while the people who are paying the bills, besides you guys who subscribe on here, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But there is some of you who watch ads, and that's how you support the show. So you know what, I'm going to allow it. So I don't want to punish you. And the Wraith says something hilarious. Is booze clues? Booze. And Tolbert says go on a booze cruise. I just got it. Holy crap. I just got the fact that booze is booze. Like B-O-O-Z-E. Holy crap. Am I daft? Am I a daft punk or what? Hilarious. I'm a genius. That's what I am. I'm a bona fide genius. Hey, we should look at some things. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring it in here, so that's okay. We won't do it. Taz wants to know, can we get up with the wildest interaction while on ad? No. Can we come up with the wildest interaction while on the ad break? We probably should. Cap Kipper says, how's the, oh yeah, that's a good question. How is the Commodore 64 coming along before Tank Girl? That is a wonderful question. And I do want to take a real quick look while they're doing that. I want to head over to, while people are watching that ad for the next 30 seconds, I want to take a look over at Moby Games and really get a sense of what I might be missing here, because I know someone mentioned earlier a particular version, which was, let's see here. I had it for the Motorola, okay, that's fine. The PCFX, Sega Saturn. Oh, we can use the shuttle mouse. There was a particular version. MS-DOS 5.0. Let me take a look here. Oh, was it releases? Maybe under releases. 93 release. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna bring you along for just a second. While the Booze Cruise is doing his thing, we're gonna pop over, and that is the Discord channel. That's the Discord server. So I'm gonna change over here. Does that mean you're in? Oh my. Oh my. I said this was PG. What are we doing over there on the Discord server? All right. By the way, also, if you're not part of the Discord server, welcome in. Thank you guys for watching those ads. Any way that you can help support the streams, I appreciate it. And watching ads is one way to do that. Don't worry, we didn't leave anywhere without you. We're just doing a little research. Be sure to join the Discord server, which is not giving any links at all. Guess I'll have to do it manually. Interesting. 410 Girl says working mostly. In context of the Commodore 64 that before 10 Girls working mostly. I got the space bar to work. Yay. Have to mash it hard. Going through the flop to see what still works. Most do. I need a joystick to play some. Yeah. Sometimes the color goes away, but then comes back. Interesting. Like black and white. 410 Girl says, I posted part of my Princess Donut cosplay on the Maker channel. It's Samantha with her boyfriend. Oh, we gotta take a look at that. We'll get to that in a minute. I am still on book... I am starting on book 6 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I kind of haven't started on book 6 yet because I want to pay attention. I've got so much stuff going on right now. In 93, Activision released this on 3.5-inch disc floppy. What? How did they have this on a floppy? I thought we had determined there was only CDs. That can't be right. Okay. Germany, France, then the 97 release. This can be right. This can't be right. Capgiver says I fixed a 1541. That's the floppy drive for the Commodore 64 last night. No spin. Thought it was a bad 6522. That's a chip. But noticed the 12-volt voltage regulator was blistering hot very quickly. I looked around and found the shorted tantalum. Oh, Captain Kipper says, I'm already caught up on the Dungeon Crawler Carl, waiting for book 8, which is dropping pretty soon, right? Poor Tank Girl says, oh, nice, you're far along then. It's a lot to get through, but can't wait for a new one. Me too. Can't wait. Can't wait. You guys had mentioned a particular version of this that sounded pretty cool. And I can't remember what it was. In 2011 is when this particular one we're using was released. It is a DOS box on Good Old Games Limited worldwide. All right. Oh, it's included in Activision bundle from 2012, the Mac Pack Blitz, the Mega Pack 8, the Zork Legacy Collection, and the Zork Collection. Let's take a look at the Zork Legacy Collection here. I'm assuming you'll get some adventure games. The first Zork was released to open source, right? Oh, look at this. Yes, so you'll get the Anthology. That was the text adventures. Nemesis, and Return to Zork. I might have to look at that one. Is that on eBay? Does somebody have this full set on eBay? Back in the day. There we go. Oh, that's Moby Games. That's one. Took us right back to where it was at. Way to go, Brian. Let's take a look. Cinnabook. All right, look at this. We got a CD, a couple of CDs there. They all look intact. Is it supposed to be 4 disc? But why didn't you show me all 4 disc? You did, okay. Okay, so I got all 4 disc here. $15 plus 5 shipping. That's $20 coming out of California. And it is the Windows PC Classic Edition. That's not bad. That's all the Zork you can handle. That's as much Zork as you can Zork. Look at that one. Any closer? Man, he's looking in really good shape, too. Oh, looking, that's Florida. Yeah, that's a little closer for me. I can do the Florida. Ooh, look at this complete in box. Complete in box. Oh, that's the Nemesis version. Looking good, though. Look at that. Forbidden Lands. All right. Ender Panda Brian just got eaten by a Gru. No! Say it ain't so, Joe. What's up, Ender Panda? How's it going, my friend? How's your Sunday Monday going? While you guys are watching that ad, I had the epiphany that, well, I didn't. I actually got it shoved down my throat that booze, B-O-O-S, is pronounced booze as in B-O-O-Z-E. And I'm stupid. Ender Panda says, I'm good, hungover. Hope you're well. What do you like? You got some, what, you got some gras over there too? You got some parades and some gras, or just, or what's going on? Or let's see here.
Hello, friend.
Welcome in, Ghost 407. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Let's get back over here too as well. But thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you have a good Monday or Sunday Monday, wherever in the world you are. Ender Panda says, need some hair of the dog. Gotta get this party started. Gotta get this party started. All right, so we got a ladder over here. I can put my drink in there. I can leave. I can pretty much drink it. Can I give some to the plant? I can drink the plant, pour glass out. Oh, do we want to pour the glass out? How offensive would that be if we poured the glass out? Oh, interesting. What happened? Did we just die? 151. What was that? Oh, look. We got a key. So out of all the things, look, I didn't know this game was a teetotaler rewarding the player for pouring one out. Pouring one out for the homies. What? Terry, what's up? Over on the YouTube. Happy Sunday Monday to you. Somebody doesn't have to work tomorrow, I see. Who? Me? I wish. It is President's Day here tomorrow in the U.S., but I've been... All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Terry. Let's talk about it. So, we're doing the Play Retro show on Wednesdays now, right? And so, but we've started doing something on Tuesday nights, me and Scott have, and we're calling it right now, Watch Retro. We just started this past week, and we're watching some old cartoons. Just hanging out. Some of them are public domain cartoons. Some of them are abandoned cartoons. We're trying to stay away from the, the really hairy ones. And then we're not saving anything. We're just getting it out of there, except for our patrons who have access to it. But anything in the public, getting rid of that. So I've had to move back my usual Monday, Tuesday night streams of the video games for the Play Retro show, which we're doing Wednesday, to Sunday, Monday, which works out fine because you know what? I'm usually around those Sunday afternoons watching Tonda do Tonda things. And so I try to squeeze in after Tonda and try not to split anybody's audiences up. So I'm just trying to get all the scheduling done. But Terry says, oh yeah, I really want to watch that. Are they only on Discord? Are we able to go back and watch them? So if you're a patron supporter of the Play Retro show, you will have access to all of our videos, everything we do, period. Now, we can't always do that for like YouTube and Twitch because it's complicated. But yeah, but we usually don't do it on Discord. We do it live on Twitch. And then it just evaporates. Unless you're on the patron supporter, which you can go to patreon.com. I'm not sure if he's offering any of those at the free level. We do have a Patreon free level for the Play Retro show, and sometimes he releases some of the things we do there for free, right? Yeah, can't wait to watch the next Watch Retro. And one of the reasons why we're doing it is we're trying to get practiced up for our live Watch Retro at Nerdtacular this year, late in a couple of months. Capkipper says it's family day here. Interesting, family day. I like that. Every day is family day. Yeah, we'll be doing that on. So if you're interested in watching live, if you're not a patron, you can watch it live on Twitch on the Frog Pants feed on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And their parents says, I can't wait for the Play Retro diss track. Well, hey, look, it is going to be fire. But look at this. We were able to find a key just by pouring it out. I'm not sure. Did we get kicked out? Did we get kicked out? What happened? Did we trip? Did we fall? I don't understand exactly what happened. But it got me what I wanted. It got me the key. The question is, this looks like a skeleton key, which you would put into a door. But I'm seeing here, there's a truck. And I'm going to put the key in my inventory. Oh, it just added it instantly. Before I've had to, like, go through a bunch of rigmarole, but it just went bloop. What am I missing? Did I lose something? Maybe the vines? I think I lost the vines. You're now carrying the key. Throw, examine, drop. Let's examine the key. The key you found by the old mill. Ender says, what on earth are you playing, by the way? I worry about you guys' sanity sometimes. Yeah, I did use the raft, the vines and stuff. We are playing Zork. Return to Zork. Return to the Zork. And it is as advertised. It's crazy. I'm going to put that in my inventory. Ooh, I got a chalk. All right, let's chalk it up. Oh, the water wheel is now turning. We earned 2 points. The chalk was blocking that. All right. Can't interact with the truck, but it is a very attractive truck, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind talking to this truck, but I do see also a pipe up here, which makes me think, why would you have that unless there was a purpose behind it? I think it is time to save. I probably should have saved before the guy. Now, his name is Booze, but we call him the Rye Guy, right? Rye Guy. Is that the reason why people call him the Rye Guy, so they don't give away the inside joke that is Booze? Enter Panda. You're not the only one that thinks Zork with graphics is an affront to God. Text only. But if you do have to do a Zork with graphics, why not with some full motion video? Drummer, what is up? Welcome in. Happy Monday, Sunday, wherever in the world you are.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Want some rye? Of course you do. Please tell me this is one of the game developers. So when I walk in, I poured it out last time. He gave me some more. Now, you politely return the glass to Booze before leaving. Okay, so... Okay.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Drummer says that looks like Al Rowe. Yeah. Al Lowe, excuse me. Al Rowe. What? Poor Tank Girl says, if you Zork, don't forget to put your Zork in the Zork for sanity reasons. Zork! Zorks! Pour glass out. What is this over here? Oh, man. All right, went out the front door. Politely return the glass. Okay.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Want some rye? Of course you do. Pours you a glass of rye. All right, so I guess the question is this. We can toast. We did that.
Keys? Sure, give them here.
Oh, no. I gave him the keys. Wait, what? I asked him about the keys. Wait, he didn't take my keys, did he? Wait. Okay, no. Oh, he said give him the keys. Interesting. Ask for keys. Okay, so he's switching around. I got you.
You keep that.
You keep that. Well, let's ask him about a few things. Let's just talk. Let's see what he's got to say. Not much. Not much. All right, let's ask him about the key.
Keys? Sure, give them here.
Okay, he's just saying the same thing. All right, we got the glass.
You keep that.
All right, you keep that. Okay. He doesn't know anything. He's too drunk to answer. Too drunk to answer. Still doesn't know.
Hey, ain't that one of Rupert's orb contraptions?
Orb?
Rupert, you know, he tried to sell me something he called a return column. Wow, that thing weren't nothing but a fingernail from one of those dang buzzards. I threw it away, and the dang thing came back and bit me in the backside.
He's too drunk to answer. Oh, wait. Did we get it? We got a third track? I don't remember getting a third track. What did he say?
Hey, I've been talking a long time.
Oh.
I sense
okay,
movement.
that's the mass track. Oh,
I need a new
maximum.
battery. Can you hear me? A new battery.
Battery, okay. All right, let's see.
That old bore. Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear the one about the appetite?
Kappa?
About the appetite of the wild boar in the forest of the spirit?
Interesting. Okay. All right. We can throw glass. We haven't tried that. We can drop glass. We drink. Oh wait, have we? How much do we need to drink before we lose it? Okay, so we drank more there. 151. What did it say? 151. And that kicks us out again. All right.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Point and click. Okay, let's see. Let's drink again. Oh, can I put glass in? You now have the glass in your inventory. Okay, so can we leave now? Okay, so we're going to keep the glass in our inventory this time. And now that we've done that, have I forgotten anything, I wonder? All right. Now, I think we should save again. But we're just gonna save it the same thing. We're just going over. I don't think we've lost anything. We certainly gained something by getting to see this. 151 proof alcohol. I'm assuming that's probably going to be a question on the quiz at some point, right? All right. Okay, so we're getting further back up the road here. Oh, wait. All right. Okay, this is where we was at before. Okay. If we turn this way, because it's the town hall. It's the mayor's office.
Well, a new constituent. I'm the mayor of Shambar. Glad to meet you. I hope you're registered to vote.
I hate him. All right. I love him. All right. What's it got up here? Nothing. Can't read that. Can't read that. We can zoom in on the filing cabinet, though. Nice. He doesn't look shady at all, does he? Drawer 1, 2, and 3. How does he feel about us doing this? Oh, my gosh. There is a lot of stuff in here. East Shambar Time, Survivor, Shambar Library, Belt. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so let's find out about the IT&L Inc. Illuminite. That's what lights those stuff, right? Transluminite and Leisure. Oh, that's the name of the company. Illuminite, Transluminite, and Leisure Incorporated. Company formed by Wizard Trimble, Rupert, what's that? Modicum Modoc, and the Mage Canuck for the purposes of building an underground resort and the development of high-technology commercial products. First project of IT&L Inc. was Disney World. Oh, what's up? What's up, Luke? Tonda says nailed the slime ball vibe. He really did. Homies! The first project of IT&L Inc. was Disney World. Other projects include the prototype Teleorb, which we're using, lighting products, Illuminite magnets. So they had talked about earlier that the buzzards maybe had magnets in them, and the Illuminite batteries, which the wizard has been asking us about. Interesting. N is enough. Kettle mood doc. Let's come back to these. Let's see if there's just more and more information. Plants toasting. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the things that we're... So let's find out about the plants. We've come across several plants. High-altitude plants. Among the rarest high-altitude plants is the bonding plant found in the mountain pass around the Valley of the Sparrows, which is now the dead birds. This plant is often found near signs. While scientific research has never verified its relationship to humans, it is widely believed that this plant creates an emotional bond with anyone who finds and removes one. While good mental health wasn't invigorate, a bonding plant, while good mental health won't invigorate a bonding plant, this plant seems to wilt and eventually die when its master becomes sad or depressed. Oh. So I guess it's kind of like a reflection of our health, maybe? Interesting. Oh yeah, I haven't finished. I need to go back and finish watching Alien Earth. Luke. MODOK. Next page. It has also been said that a wilting and dying plant can sadden its master prematurely. Most remarkable of all is that the bond between these plants and their masters is not limited by physical barriers. Cases have been recorded where a plant has wilted and died from a saddened master in another continent. So this is the E.T. plant. So E.T. took his big juicy booger picking finger and he went to the plant because Elliot was sad that the plant was, or no, maybe it wasn't sad, but the plant was dead. And then E.T. took his big bubbly finger and went bloop, and it grew back. And then later on during the scenes, where he's dying, the plant is also dying. Avian says, well, went, sat on bed, messed with phone, come back to Brian in stereo. That's right. These plants are like emotional support dogs, right? Emotional support plants. This plant can be considered a perennial as it will grow anew at just about any time of the year. Once bonded with a human master, it will never sprout again in the same spot as long as it continues to exist, dead or alive. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yar! All right, so toasting. This is something we have done. So the only two things we've done really is we've got some plants and we toasted it. Let's see what toasting does. Toasting etiquette. Oh. Exerted from a treatise by Booze Miller. Miller time? This game is so full of the punnies. The traditional Zanzibar ritual toast consists of 4 steps. Here's to us, who's like us, damn few, and they're all dead. Okay. Avian says, is it time for Film Sack to watch E.T.? The feds only carry radios. He took it back. He took it back. He said, give him the guns again. Did we already sack him before, Tank Girl? I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, and I gotta watch the new Predator too. I think it finally dropped on Hulu, right? The new Predator movie. Predator Badlands. I gotta watch it. I have several copies of E.T. on VHS. We should be watching that right now. Luke can confirm Badlands is good. So before each sentence of the Shanbar toast, the host offers the guest a glass of some drink, e.g. rye, wine, etc., but not illuminade. The guest then suggests a toast. The host recites the next sentence in the toast and raises his glass. Thank you, Matt. Adamantium. Also, love the name. Great way to stand out when your name is Matt. I know my name is Brian. It's all kind of hard to stand out when your name is Matt, Brian, Chris, Scott, Pondagosa. No, that's not right. The guest then suggests a toast. The host recites the next sentence in the toast and raises his glass. The guest drinks first while the host waits. Finally, the host drinks his glass and begins the next step by offering another drink. Oh my gosh, we got to do the ritual. The first 2 or 3 steps of this intricate drinking ritual with our highly potent local rye is enough to make you drunk. Getting past the 3rd step is the key. Remember, don't drink and drive. All right. If you smell toast, don't that mean you're about to have a stroke or done had one, maybe? All right, let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay. 4 steps. You guys got to help me remember this. I'm totally going to forget it. So here's the toast. 4 steps. Here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few. And they're all dead. So, okay. So we're talking about the people who we've lost, right? Here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few. And they're all dead. Matt says it could also mean you're about to have toast. Not everything has to be a drama. Before he finishes the Shanzbar toast, the host offers the guest a glass of some drink, which he's done. The guest then suggests a toast. The host recites the next sentence in the toast and raises his glass. The guest drinks first while the host waits. While the host drinks his glass, begins the next step by offering. Okay, let's do that real quick, and then we'll come back to learn some more. So this is kind of our place where we go to learn all the stuff, right? I think I was supposed to go back. Oh, schoolhouse. I think I was supposed to actually go back, and then was it to the left or the right? I guess you only can go this way. All right. Oh, you saw there's a file on Yar? Yar! All right, who is it? Is time passing? Do we have time pass? Is it darker? Tada says, I saw there was a file on Yar. Does it say she got eaten by a garbage bag?
Want some rye? Of course you do.
All right, he pours me a glass. We need to give glass. We need to salute, make a toast.
Here's to us.
Here's to us. All right. And then what I need to do then is I need to drink, right? Because he's going to wait for me to drink. And then I drink. Oh, and then I'm out. Okay. Did I fail and get kicked out? 1-5. You hit the roof. Okay, so I didn't do it right. Let's try it again.
You do.
What am I not doing right? Okay, so he pours me that.
Here's to us.
I make a toast, but I think I'm supposed to say something, right? Am I supposed to say something before or after I drink? Avian said something censored and banned. The G-Funk, what's up? I did the right thing. Let's see. Make a toast. I made a toast. He said the thing. Am I supposed to, like, select him and then drink? Or am I supposed to ask booze? No. And then I'm out again. Interesting. Avian says before. Okay, so am I supposed to drink and then? All right, let's try that.
Want some rye?
Want some rye?
You do.
All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. I'm going to drink first, and I'm out. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. You guys read the instructions too, right? Wait. I know what I got to do.
Want some rye?
I know what I got to do.
You do.
I need to pour it out first, right? Throw glass, drink. I need to sneakily pour it out, right? Okay, and then I make the toast. Because I'm not man enough. All right. Okay, so, yeah, I think before Tinker, I've already got the key, so it doesn't matter, Tolbert. Tolbert's like, dude, you already got the key. Why are you singing How the Rye Guy? What are you even doing right now? Don't you know how to play video games? So I went to the mayor's office, and he had like a Rolodex of stuff you could do. And I'm like, okay.
Here's to us.
Okay, here's to us. And then I poured it out, right? And I could drink this time without passing out. Okay, here we go. All right, he's got another one.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
All right, so He's got that. I need to pour the glass out. All right, then I need to make our second toast, right? I need to make our second toast.
Who's like us?
Who's like us? All right. Oh, I got a point. All right, so I think it's definitely because I gotta pour it out. Because if I drink, I'm a lightweight. I can't deal with it. All right, drink it up.
Want some rye?
Give me it.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. It's ingrained in your brain, ain't it, G-Funk? You want some rye? Of course you do. Poor plant's gonna be so dead. All right, we'll do a toast.
Damn few.
Damn few. That's right. So I'm drinking them under the table essentially. All right.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Of course you do. All right. Pour it out. Poor Tank Girl says, you keep going until the plant needs to go to AA. Hey, Tonda, I would totally be down with that. You should totally do that. So, hey, welcome back in from the ads. Thank you guys for watching the ads and supporting the show and the stream. I appreciate it. And we're back at the Rye Guy after reading some documentation, right? And we figured out how to do it. Every time before, when he would offer us a drink, we'd actually drink the rye. It's 151 proof, way high. And yeah, so now we've gotten smart and we're pouring the drink out into this succubus of some sort, this aloe plant, who's obviously going to have to go to AA, as before Tank Girl pointed out. Avius says, I needed Brian to interpret the NPC. You're welcome.
And they're all dead.
And they all dead. We got some more points, baby. Yeah, let's drink up. Drunk him under the table. He's out. He's out. Yeah, Rye Guy. Good night, booze. Good night, booze. All right. Yeah. Now we can do what we want. We can, we really Bill Cosby this guy. Adamat says, I love a good rye. Oh, we found the trap door. Very good. Very good. Still everything. Yeah, look at us doing a thing. Hey, we went and read something. We learned something. We took our time. And we should have saved. You politely returned the glass to Boo before leaving, as you do. Except for I was able to put one in my pocket at one point in time. We do have a key. So we got the key. And now we can't go in here. But I think it would be prudent to save. And I'm going to save it after this one. I'm going to call it Trap Door. I'm just going to call it Traps. Here we go. Okay, we're going to use, we can knock. Ooh, do we want to knock or we just want to try the key? We're going to knock. No one answers the door. Scary. I don't like it. I don't want to ever do that again. Let's get our inventory. Let's pick up this key. And let's try to insert the key. The key doesn't seem to work here. Interesting. Okay. Examine the keys. Oh, it says this. You found the key at the old mill. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. All right, so that didn't work. Throw key at the door. Knocking, no one answers. Interesting. Now, what is our lock picking skills? Do we have any lock picking skills? No, stop it. Let's put that down, and then let's get the knife, and let's just see if we can. Let's see if we can jimmy the lock. Throw knife at door. Examine knife. Just gonna let us knock. Okay. Can we put knife in inventory? Examine the knife. No, that doesn't do anything. That's no good. What if we... Can we call home for some help? No. Okay. Can we take a photo of it? Is that nothing photogenic here? Never find anything here, huh? Carrying the matches. Yeah, Luke wants to know, can we chop it with a machete? Like the movie. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a great idea, actually. All right, we can only go back up. I don't think we have anything that we can really... I don't think that we have anything. Our bonding plant. Can we look at it? Oh, put it back in there. Put it back in. Can we look at our bonding plant? I guess you have to take it out first before you can look at it. Oh, eat bonding plant. What? You can eat your bonding plant? What? That seems like a bad idea. Can we look at... I want to examine it, though. A living bonding plan. Okay. Right, Tonda? Here's Johnny. Oh, I recorded a great producers episode of Film Sack today, all about twins. If you're a patron supporter of Film Sack, you should be getting that in the next couple of days. It's all about twins in the movies.
Want some rye?
Oh, he's back up. He's back up, but he's okay. He knows that I know. He knows that I know. That we know. Right? Adamat says, spoken like someone who's never eaten their bonding plant. Fact. Fact. Let's see what we got here. We got the booze. Throw glass at the booze. Let's talk to booze. He's still pretty drunk. Luke says, I live in Boston, so he may or may not like eating plants of a certain nature. Yeah. Oh, Adamat says, fun fact. Chumbawamba's tub thumping was written about Rye Guy. Get out of here. No way. That is some great trivia. Interpanda wants to know if my twins discussion crossed the paths of famous twins Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. You know it did, and it was the kernel of the idea that got me there, right? That's what was making me think about it, actually. I was thinking about twins, and I was thinking, what other movies do I know about twins? Oh, with Tolbert, was I supposed to get a flask? Wait, did I miss something?
Want some rye?
Did I miss something? Did I miss a thing? Luke says, I do not condone the thumping of random tubs. Thump your own tubs, sir. Near his feet. Oh, you are right. Look at that. Pick up flask. Put it in my inventory. All right, I just quick put it in my inventory. Right? Didn't I? Wait, where's it at? Oh, there it is. We should pick up the flask and look at it, right? Look at the flask. A silver flask. Interesting. I don't think of that as a flask. I think that is more like something sciencey. G-Funk says, there we go. So now you can see the scene. One minor difference between this and the real Magic version is that since Rye Guy is now sitting somewhere else, the real Magic version just doesn't even have him appear anymore. Guess they didn't want to film him sitting differently. That's great. I need to check out the real Magic version. What's the real difference between the real Magic version? I'm not familiar with the real Magic technology. All right, so we got the flask. I'm not sure if we need to do anything other than that. We can drink and get out of here, right? That's what you do. You drink, you pass out, you leave. 151. All right.
Want some rye?
No, thanks. I'm good.
Of
course you do. Well, I feel more in tune with the people now that I know the Rye Guy reference. Now I feel like a proper Zork nerd. Luke says, nothing better than eating leftover breakfast made this morning from the dinner down the street. Oh, the diner down the street. Nice. Home fries. Oh, I love home fries. Eggs, hash. Ooh, that all sounds great. G-Funk says, oh, yeah, I only just learned about the real Magic stuff last year. Easiest way to explain it is that everything is FMV. There's no stop motion like you're seeing these characters doing. Really? Interesting. I am now a Zorkin. I have been Zorkified. Morg from Zork, says Tanda. We could ring the bell. Can't do anything with this now, but I bet it's because we don't have a bell ringer. Right? It looks like that bell is missing the bell hole. Let's knock it. No one answers. Let me in. Let me in. All right, fine. Let's try a key. Let's see if that does anything. Nah, it doesn't seem to work. Stupid key. Not worth nothing. Not worth nothing. Ding, 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 ding. Yep. Let's, can we go any further this way? All right, let's go back here again. Punch the bell. I'm going to punch it. Schoolhouse. You're at the schoolhouse. Okay, we got, we went in here and we talked. We didn't actually talk to the mayor, though. Let's
If
talk
you
to
just came to look, go over there and look at the files. They're open to everybody.
everybody.
Might learn something.
Might learn something. Let's ask about. Let's seem like you'd be smart. No comment. No comment. Showed him a knife. No comment. Princess Emily says, from now on, we'll be referring to the inside portion of a bell as the bell hole.
Isn't that one of those devices that Modoc, Canuck, Rupert, and Trimble were trying to market?
Oh, look at this guy. He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. All right. I don't think he's going to... Let's see if he knows about the bonding plant. Nothing. All right. How about the photos? You know anything about the photos, dude? No comment. No comment. No second page. Can't take pictures.
That old bore. Oh, that reminds me.
Oh.
Did you hear the one about the appetite? About the appetite of the wild boar in the forest of the spirit?
All right, let's see. All right, we're in a conversation. I feel like I should be able to go upstairs, though. I feel like I need to go up there. Refuse, nightlife, hellhounds, magic tiles, illuminate. That feels a little more advanced. Let's see if there's anything about the bell hole. We got the Yard, the Guardian, the evil Zork. Roboza Zerberkerber. Gazpacho. Dwarven sword. I haven't looked at that at all. Long life spell. West Zanzibar Times versus, was the other one like an East one or something? Wednesday, Jelly the 18th, 1645. Mayor and lighthouse keeper announced plans for a new anti-vulture warning system. The mayor announced at a press conference held on the steps of City Hall. Gru's Day, Jam the 21st, 1640. Rebecca Snoot graduates sui cum loudly. This game is rated Jelly 18, no doubt. Miss Mavis Peepers stood at attention while her star pupil, Rebecca Snoot, received her diploma. Rebecca plans to continue her anthropological studies and write books. Her father, Obadiah Snoot IV, noted collector and farmer, looked on proudly. Gazpacho, right, Avian? Oh man, this is a time capsule of when it was made. Let's get a little jiggly. Snoot's Farm Fresh Veggies, always the best vegetables, special, giant carrots, by the bushel or the bag. Star Day Oracle 1, 1643. Angus Pugney wins All Valley Cattle Roundup. Best of show. Ben's Fishing Boat Dock, featuring all new... What kind of drugs are these people on? Featuring all new power boats for commerce or day sailors all year round. Gazpacho. East Zanzibar Times. Let's see if there's any less crazy. Terry wants to know, anyone watch Big Tug on YouTube's? He's highly inappropriate. However, this week he posted a video about Sims. It talked all about where it started and where it is today. And I very much, I did not. I will have to look up Big Tug. Big Tug. Luke says, well, maybe Frozen not getting farm fresh around here in the middle of February. The East Zanzibar Times says, instead of the West Zanzibar Times, Mud Day, October 6, 1640, Goose Day. Moodoc's Arms and Artemis disappears. Headquarters of IT&L Inc. and Moodoc's Armory, both located in East Shanbar, are the most recent inexplicable disappearances. Historic Inn of Ease Enough disappears. Kettle Modoc. N of is enough. Evo's Folly. Alright, some of this stuff I don't know anything about yet, so reading it will probably be no bueno. Alright. Okay, we need a save. I can feel that. I can feel a save coming on. In town. The G-Funk Night friend. Thank you. Thank you so much for the tip on the other version. Hope you have a great time with the rest of the games. Got to head off, unfortunately, but see you soon. Absolutely. Thank you, G-Funk. Sleep well, my friend. All right. Can we go this way, or does that just go right into the place? That just always goes back to the same place. Are you also heading off for Tank Girl? Thank you so much. It's always fun hanging out with Before Tank Girl. And the G-Funk. Oh, so it did let me go a little further. All right, good. Oh, we can knock. Okay. I wonder if there's a day-night cycle going on here. Do I have to come in at a certain time? Does seem to be one more building down here. Let's check this one out. Ooh, it's all busted up. It's busted up. It's a hardware store. Just seen better days. Better days. Oh, look, we got some free loot and some rats. We got the rats, mice and mice. Can I get them? Can I get them? Pick up the mice. What happens? You are now carrying the mice. I'm going to throw the mice. Can I throw the mice? Put them in my inventory. Now I'm feeling like Before Tank Girl's leaving, but now I'm feeling like I'm playing Dungeon Crawler Carl. Everything in the inventory. Get this crank. Look at the crank. An old crank handle. What have we seen that might need the crank? Luke says, be nice to the mice. Gonna put the crank in my inventory. Now I'm cranky. Look in this box. Look inside of it. It is an empty wooden box. Can I as well pick up the box? And now can I put the box in my inventory? Now I got an inventory. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, doing the DCC, Brian. That's right. Doing the Dungeon Crawler Carl. And book 6 is where I'm starting now. On book 6. I have the first... I have the first book, the second book, and the 5th book in hardback. I started reading the books, but I started looking at how long it was going to take me to get through it, and I started listening to the audio books. I still want to get all the hardback books, and I still do occasionally flip through them and read them, but I really think in this case, after listening to the audio books, after I listened to the first one, I was kind of like, I don't want to listen to it. And then listening to the acting, pretty good. It's pretty good. New achievement. Is that mouse? Is that a mouse, or are you that small? Trying to keep it PG. I guess it's still PG. Luke says I prefer to only do audiobooks read to me while I'm working and picking my orders in the factory. Can't really hold a book while I'm working. True. Captain Kipper, I did the audiobooks. They're the best. You know, some books are just better as audiobooks. Yeah, Jeff Hayes does a great job with the narration. Really does, Graph Tark. That and the I didn't like it at first, but I was listening to Project Hail Mary. The Martian guy. Why am I forgetting his name? I want to say Matt Dinniman, but we were just talking about Matt Dinniman's books, and now I can't think of his dang name. Anyway, Project Hail Mary. A good Weir. That's it. That's Weir. That's right. Weir. That's who wrote Project Hail Mary, which is going to be a movie coming out in March. I'm very excited about it. I love the audiobook. I didn't like the audiobook at first. Andy Weir is the full name. That's correct. I didn't like the audiobook at first. I didn't like the narration. But then, didn't take me long. I was like, okay, I like it. I like it. I think I'm going to stick with it. Capgiver says, just did Project Hail Mary last week. Avian wants to know, so are you a donut hole or Princess Posse, Brian? I'm definitely a donut hole. Donut hole is so much more funny. So much more funny. I just used my Audible token for a free book on the brand new full cast Harry Potter first book. Haven't listened yet. Never seen the original movies or read the original books. Interesting. Luke, interesting. I like the first book. I read it. Yeah. Can't complain about the books. I mean, sure, you could complain about the author or not complain about the author, but the books, I enjoyed them. I like the characters. All right, let's see. Rodent warning. Danger ahead, it says. Okay. So what can we do with these rats now? All right, so we got some thinking to do then, right? All right. Got in there. Interesting. Okay, so I still feel like we should be able to ring this bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Now we can't like squeeze. Okay, so that's definitely different. So we got an arrow that way and that arrow. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. The True Crime Podcast, the True Crime TV. It's just like on constant rotation in my house. Okay, so our only options are going back to the Rye Guy, going across the bridge, and then going back. Now, I'm going to save real quick because I think I'm just going to save the last one we got in town, which is kind of there. It's fine, close enough. You heard me. I said okay. Make sure nothing changes here whenever I go back through here, but I think I'm just going to die instantly, right? Yeah. You got to try everything at least 12 times. That is a death. That is a death, but maybe we'll learn something from this pane of glass. Now, have those rodents always been there? Interesting. Another rodent disease. Hantavirus victim. Interesting. So when I went that way, I died from the hantavirus. Okay, that is interesting. Okay. Let's make sure there's nothing back this way towards the Rye Guy. There's... Matt says, if you like Warhammer 40k, the Hell's Reach audiobook is really, really good. Great voice acting. I do like the 40k. Why did I just die? Is it because I'm carrying these rats around with me? I thought I died because I went through the thing, but I wonder if it's because I'm carrying these rats with me. Uh-oh, I closed it. I closed it. Way to go, Brian. Yeah, apparently that's what's going on, Tolbert. And I just realized, too, the window pane may show you how you died, maybe. So, interesting. Interesting. Luke says, I'm waiting for Hail Mary, the movie. Thought they were shooting it. They've already shot it. Is scheduled to release in March, right? I believe, right? So, all right then. Keep your secrets, you dumb wizard. You dumb wizard. So sometimes starting over may give you an idea.
I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery.
Can you hear me?
A new battery.
Okay, he needs a new battery. He is very excited about needing a new battery. Okay, Avian says I am correct about the Project Hail Mary. It is comes out March the 20th, the day after my birthday. My birthday. It's my birthday. You haven't watched the trailers yet? They did just release the final trailer. And I liked it. I was fine with all of it. It didn't bother me now because I've read the book already. So it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I think it's great. All right, look. We've been doing this for 3 hours, and I've had a ton of fun. We're going back tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for some more Return to Zork. Online, Danny, what is up? What is up? Meantime, we're going to go raid in. Let's see what... Online, Eric is the only person I really see who's also doing retro streaming right now. That is people that we follow. And they are they just started uptime, 6 minutes. So perfect. They are playing Kingdom, The Far Reaches 1995 3DO. We got to get into the 3DO stuff. I haven't done that yet. I need to do some... I need to get a 3DO. Oh, thank you so much, Avian. I need to get a 3... Yeah, I need to get one. I need to get one. Anybody got a lead? Online Danny says, FMV, let's rock it. Rock it. Yeah. Satellite of love. No Zork yourself. Yes, Full Motion February is in full effect. We playing those all through the month of February. So let's do it. Interplay, Kingdom, The Far Reaches. Here we go. We're going to raid in on them. Thank you guys tonight for hanging out. It's been a blast. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for some more Return to Zork. Thank you, Graf Tark. And yeah, it'll be interesting how they do Rocky. Oh, yes, I'm so interested how they're going to do Rocky for Project Hail Mary. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be good. Interpanda says, ordered a 3DO and got a polite gold robot instead. C3PO. Thank you, Tonda. Thank you, guys. And let's do it. Let's raid in. Let's do it. Let's go. Let go.